Part of me also wants to tell you how childish you are for having press-ons to begin with. Before we,
I don't think that's childish.
You're gonna take out I love
childish.
them. I'm gonna take them off and I have Christmas ones at home.
Not Christmas
They
press-ons.
sure got a nutcracker.
I mean,
Okay.
Not you and I.
judging by the story you told, they're not going to stay on for no nuts to be cracked.
that
They're gonna pop off.
What nuts are you cracking with the press-on?
I'm telling you, they work really good. It was just things got a little carried away.
I ain't gonna hold you. That's when you know you had a real wild night. When you wake up and you like, baby, where did my nails go?
Where are they? Let me check your hair. Like,
Wow.
Oh, wait, yeah, he does have dreads.
he does.
Okay, that makes sense.
There's a lot of grabbing and going and.
I ain't gonna hold you.
Oh.
I be scared. Like if my nails, and I get the acrylic nails, if my nails are even loose, I don't even want to jack. I don't want to poke. I don't want to. I'm scared for my nails. Like,
Same.
Oh,
during
because
the
you
same-
go in holes you shouldn't be in.
I mean, well,
For Mandii, there's
don't-
no such thing.
Thank you.
For
Right, I'm
Mandii,
like,
for Mandii, there is no
Where
such
your
thing.
finger goes into, it can
I mean,
definitely come off.
To me, if it's a hole, you're supposed to go in it. That's literally my logic. Like, no, y'all don't think that?
No.
I mean, every hole in us gets inserted in.
No,
No,
no.
That's not correct.
no.
Is this how you
All
start?
right.
Not
Never
for me.
mind. Normally not.
What's
But I
going
mean,
on?
you're the one who came in here and was like, yo, I had wild sex last night. Look
at my
I can't-
nails are
I had-
missing.
My nails are gone.
It's so noticeable. I had to tell you, yo, I'm really not this ratchet. It was just I had a good time, and I noticed on the way
Damn,
here.
one cracked like in half.
bro.
in half.
What were you doing? Grabbing
was
onto the
hanging.
sheets?
Everything I could.
Oh, okay. I see.
Okay.
I see how that
And we
works.
have
good
guests in the
weekend.
house, so we gotta make sure we're not too loud.
Oh,
you know?
I'm not gonna hold
So
you.
so the only thing they could hear was the plop, 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 all the nails
you know what's
snapping off.
crazy? I ain't gonna hold you. I am one that does not know how to be quiet. And I will tell everyone in the house, if you don't want to hear it, you should probably leave or turn the TV up.
That
I
is
am
so rude, Amanda.
I mean, I'm rude. Like, if I'm finna
She can't whisper. You really think somebody who does not
You're
have an
right.
inside voice on a regular day
You're right.
is going to be quiet during sex?
But
No.
you can at least pillows like bite something just for a
so
little
I can
bit.
just die of suffocation so that y'all don't hear me moan?
That was a little
Sorry,
extreme.
no.
That was a little extreme.
You're going to die of suffocation from biting a pillow?
I mean, from putting my face in the pillow, I don't like that. I'm
Yeah,
claustrophobic,
bite
so I don't
it.
really like.
I didn't say
shit over-
suffocate. I said bite. Just a little. Figure something out. Put it in your mouth when you're about
I
to
mean,
scream.
to me, if it has to go between me not being able to breathe and y'all hearing me have sex,
No,
I'm
but
So
so
you don't
fine.
so you don't get gagged or anything like that.
I don't
It's
really
not a
like
thing.
that. Oh my god.
you get choked.
Yeah, and then I like tap them on the hand like real quick. Like, all right, I'm tapping out, tap out, tap out.
Pineapple.
You know what I mean?
Right,
And
safe
you be like,
word.
all right, nigga. 1 second was long enough. 1 second was long enough.
But there is something about having to be quiet during it. So it's like I have to be quiet. Don't be too loud. So you have to force yourself to do it. So now you have to think about that. So there's something about it. Try it. Don't know if you.
No.
So now you have house guests and you got kids.
Oh, the baby. He don't give a damn. He
Oh.
could be right there. Go to sleep, little nigga.
Oh.
Oh,
He's a baby.
have you had sex in front of your baby?
So he was
Oh,
in the
wait.
bed with us in
Yo,
the
we have a
room.
mama on the
In
pod
the bed
today.
with you?
Yo,
Oh,
I don't know
wait.
if him and I talked about this before. Thank you.
Wait.
You thought our sex life was gonna stop because we had the baby?
But the baby was in the bed.
So yes, he was asleep.
So the baby just rolling around with the press
No,
on nails?
let me tell you something. There were no press on nails and he was still little. So we're sitting there and he was asleep. So he woke up and we're in the middle of it. So we're like, all right, to just sit there. And this is before he starts crawling. So he's not crawling yet.
You called the baby just had to sit there.
So just sit there, and then he looked, and I remember I was like on top, and I'm like, baby, he's looking at me. He's looking at me. I'm like, just put your hand on his face or something. Like he's looking. So the only thing Wax did was like, just make sure he can't see my meat.
But it's a boy.
So he can watch
The
mommy's titties bouncing up and down, but just make sure he don't see my
Well,
meat.
he has
The
my
fuck?
titties in his mouth all day long because I breastfeed. So it's
Yeah,
nothing
right.
different.
All right. You know what? On that note, guys, welcome to another episode.
It's a lot of touching. It's a lot of Omicron or Marion going around.
There's a lot of titties bouncing.
a lot of
with
titties
babies
bouncing.
watching. Listen, if y'all thought that was a hot take, wait till y'all hear this week's episode, y'all.
Jesus.
Welcome y'all to
I
another
hope
episode.
y'all are being safe.
Very safe.
That does not sound safe.
It doesn't.
Yeah, it is safe. Do we dance? Can we dance on here?
You thought I
Oh.
didn't have. You thought I didn't have fucking rhythm.
That was on beat.
I was on.
That was on beat.
It was a
Yeah.
little bit on beat.
To it.
Yeah.
Listen, we had.
What?
That was really good. That was really good. wait.
All right, now
Now she got
it's going
excited.
too far. Your titties
Wait
are
a
gonna
minute.
pop out. That's what's gonna
Literally.
happen.
These titties is in. There we go. Now they
Now
in.
they in.
All right. Welcome y'all to another episode of See the Thing Is podcast. I'm your girl Mandii B.
Yeah, I'm Bridget Kelly. We had to start with that because Omarion got y'all fucked
What
up
is the
out
actual
here.
name?
Oh, Omicron.
Oh,
Omicron.
that sounds more like the Transformers.
Black Twitter renames
Wait till
everything.
Megatron happen, bitch.
Yes.
Megatron coming next month. And Bumblebee. I heard he coming too.
Bumblebee's nice though. I want to be the mild one.
Bumblebee's gonna be the mild one.
The
You might
mild
be
one.
right. You might be right. That might be the motherfucker that save us. By the way, y'all, we have another Friends with Benefits here on the motherfucking couch. Let me give a round of applause to my really good friend,
Abuela.
Carla. So y'all, Carla is the host of Goddamn Mini Podcast. She is the one half of the Whatever She Says podcast alongside Wax. Which you guys may know from Brilliant Idiots, and he's always with Charlamagne. And then go ahead, what are your other shits? Because girl, you start them, you stop them, you bring them back.
Podcast mommy.
Yes, this is the real podcast mommy.
So
y'all.
I started off, with a lot of podcasting, and now I love behind the scenes. But I do host Pivot with Purpose, Whatever She Says, and Idea to Launch, which is specifically about podcasting.
And we'll probably get into it for any of the creators listening, but Carla has taken this whole world of podcasting
Industry.
and literally left her full-time job as an accountant like me to do it full-time. So maybe we could talk about it because she definitely speaks to more of the content creators that don't have the celebrity backing, the network backing, and still how you can monetize and grow an audience or use a podcast to like help with your business marketing. So that's dope. I know that my touring is done. I am so absolutely glad for that.
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you.
Thank you,
You completed the tour.
I completed the tour, but also right in time. Like my agent was just like, "Ooh, we kind of lucky that we got that last one out of here." I know that Omicron is really, 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 and let's just start the pod out with talking about this new variant, what we're experiencing. We're all talking about the potential of another lockdown. We're all in New York. And New York, what's crazy about New York too
I'm ready for New York to be locked down again.
Are you?
Yes.
Really?
I'm still on because people still don't wear their fucking masks on the train. So in my mind, it's like some of y'all still don't get it. And we're all tired. Like it's not like we haven't all been living the same reality about what COVID has been for the last 2 years.
It's not that they're not wearing masks on the train. They're not wearing masks anywhere else in the country outside of New York and LA. Florida and Georgia.
There is no
ass
COVID.
open.
What is COVID?
See what I mean? You can't.
I haven't been back to Florida in a minute. Jersey's the same. I live in Jersey.
Wait, in Jersey, there's no mask mandates?
No.
Oh.
I go to Whole Foods. I go everywhere, and there's really no masks.
Wow.
Some people wear them.
Jeez.
Mostly Asians. And then everybody
Here we
else
go,
just don't.
bro.
But they're already used to it before this.
They were
I was
wearing
gonna say
masks.
we used to see Asian people all the time with masks.
They were smart. They was ahead of the fucking curve.
I mean,
They knew something we didn't.
I mean, clearly. I mean, but
they just be minding their business.
yeah, no, it's
And the rest of us out here just with no masks, willy nilly, just not. I say the train because the train is like germs,
and you're close.
It's like super spreading, and everybody's condensed in a space, and it's like, that's the part to me that's frustrating. It's like we gonna be in this for another year. Like
The most frustrating thing is that we don't know anything. That Dr. Fauci says one thing one day, another thing the next day.
Right.
We just don't know what's going on. So it kind of, some people I can understand why they're just like, I'm just live, and whatever happens happens.
I mean, which is still a selfish thing.
Very selfish.
It's a very selfish way to think. And I mean, to me, I'm frustrated with. We saw everything going on with Kyrie Irving not being able to play.
Right.
And now because 56 players tested positive, now they have like NBA protocols where if you aren't showing symptoms, you could still go out and play, which is insane.
Get out of here. You're
Swear to
still
God.
contagious.
You're still contagious, right. But mind you, now Kyrie Irving can play
Part-time or something like that?
pretty much on away games, but not in New York
well,
City.
now he can't play because he has COVID.
Oh,
Wait,
does
what?
he?
Him and KD both have COVID. Y'all didn't
Oh
see
my
that?
God. See what I mean?
They both tested. Yeah, they have entered COVID protocols. That's what they call it.
Yeah, and it's just to me, it's unfortunate because again, we just are not all on the same page. One of my followers wrote me and said that Toronto is back on 11 p.m. curfew and 50% capacity. Mm-hmm. They're going back to indoor and outdoor spaces being limited, and I'm like, yep.
Do you think they're just trying to force people to get the vaccine? Because since they can't force us to get it, and they're not getting as many people going out to the boosters, to the shots, maybe they're like, all right, we're going to shut it down again. If you guys want it reopened, you'll go get this vaccine.
I mean, my friend said in Europe, they're mandating the booster.
Jesus. So how many boosters are they going to give us? I feel like every time it's another booster and another booster.
Yeah, but to me, it's also no different than the yearly flu shot.
I've never had a flu shot.
Me either.
Me neither.
But I'm
talking like she takes it every year.
they said they compared it to the flu shot because it's not a sterilizing vaccine. Like that was the whole point. It's not something that's going to make you completely immune from it when you get it. You're going to have to keep doing it.
But the flu kills people every year.
And
many.
That's why they push the flu shot on people.
Yeah,
that's why the
I've never felt like I needed
the anti-vax thing has always been so puzzling and baffling to me because I'm like, do y'all not know that they push the flu shot on people for that reason because people die of the flu every year?
They do.
I'm not anti-vax though. I mean, I give my kids vaccines.
Not you, but I mean, I hear people complain about it, and I'm just like, there's so many precautions that are recommended, highly recommended all the time that sometimes work for people, sometimes don't. But this is the first time with like record numbers where people have died, and still so many people are like, no, this is gonna kill us. It's like,
no.
Well, I get it. We are an experiment to some degree, but
for sure.
But
all of life is an experiment.
All of life is an experiment.
All of life is a fucking experiment.
There's a risk no matter what.
Period.
I just think. I mean, I think COVID is here to stay. I think we have another year of this because people are just tired of it.
But wasn't COVID already here before? This just became a pandemic off of it. It just spread like wildfire.
It's not even that it was spreading. It was that it was killing people. And so I was talking to. Shout out to Dr. Heather. I was talking to her. Yes, I was talking to her yesterday. And that's the thing. My best friend is an anesthesiologist. Dr. Heather is an OBGYN. And my mom is also in the nursing field. And even with the increase in positive tests, the hospitals aren't seeing the overflow. And so to me, I believe the lockdown will only come if the death toll goes back up and there's no space or beds in the hospitals. Right. To me, I feel like us all just getting sick, it may honestly just be looked at as the flu. Like if the death toll isn't going up and people aren't dying and there's still hospital beds, like she even said the ICU isn't even full. And we're in New York. New York just got the record high. Our peak, they tested, 66,000 positive tests in one day. And it was literally 2 or 3 times more than the highest back in March of 2020. So New York definitely is testing positive, but the hospitals
testing more though.
We are testing more.
But did you see Florida? Yeah. I also thought about that. Do they even test themselves?
Florida had like there was no positive cases.
They were like, it's the lowest. I was like, this is amazing. I love me my Florida people.
Do you?
We are so good.
Florida's embarrassing. Are you? Hold on. Here we go. This is my thoughts on Florida.
I love.
Are you not ashamed of yourself? Are you not embarrassed? This is really embarrassing.
No, Florida is embarrassing.
We are not.
They're just not getting tested, and that's the truth of the matter.
But here's the thing: we're not getting tested. I say still we because I haven't even been here a year. So they're good. We're all right. We stay home. We sick, and then we just get better.
Home. Y'all see what I mean?
They stay home. They wait their 10 days, and they get back out.
Oh, y'all, this is definitely going to be a problematic
salt water
episode. I feel it. You see?
Cleans you.
Oh,
you
yeah,
go to the
beach. Was at the beach.
Yeah, the beach cleans you.
She was pregnant without a mask on. I said, "Oh, you real Republican, ain't you?"
I mean, when the baby on the bed while we making our Pornhub shorts.
Your decision making is wild. Carla.
Until this day, I haven't gotten COVID.
Okay, well, knock on whatever.
Knock on wood. No, I haven't knocked on because I was just traveling and I had a long
not only that,
flight.
I was just in Atlanta, and my homegirl literally, while we were in the car, mind you, cannot drive. She cannot drive.
Crystal?
Okay, no, I was with my homegirl Taylor. Cannot drive.
Worse than you?
First off, I could drive.
You are
no.
Have you ever been with her in a car?
Have I ever been?
No, okay.
Aren't you terrified?
This is the steering wheel, and this is Mandii.
Because it's New York driving.
You have driven in plenty of states.
You're not gonna put that on New York.
Florida, Atlanta. We have been plenty of places. Here.
It's right here.
First off, you know how I know you lying?
Drives.
No, because when a bitch is in Atlanta, when I get the rental, a bitch be like this, leg up, and I be like this.
First of all, your leg doesn't reach up there.
Okay.
So stop. And we know you're lying.
Nah, bro, I be leaning back like a little OG because I be like, ooh.
We went to Atlanta and you drove as well.
And I was great in Atlanta. Anyways, I say all that to say,
Mandii can't drive.
Knock on wood, because literally she was like, yo, it's been 4 years. I ain't been in no accident. It's good. I said, bitch, you better find something to knock on. So, bitch, I made her knock on her blunt because I was like, I know that's some type of wood. I don't know what the blunt wrapper is, but it looked like tree bark. It was tree bark. That's wood, right?
I have no idea. It's a leaf. That is a leaf.
From a tree.
Yeah, so that's not wood.
You can't knock on it? Anyways, I made her knock on her blunt.
I thought she was gonna say it was a backwood, and that's why she knocked on it.
Right?
Like, I mean, it looked like one. It was brown.
It could have been a back. Yeah, it could have been a backwood. That's
a backwood is not wood. It got wood in the name.
Anyway, carrying on.
Anyway, I made her knock on her backwood.
No accident.
Bitch. 2 days later, 4-car pileup accident. I said, see what I mean? Like that is one thing I would not.
God, don't put that on me.
I know.
No, you're not gonna.
But I would not let anyone say things like that. I said, ma'am, I have a show that I would like to make it to on Friday. Don't say things like that in the vehicle. I did want to bring up something else that I noticed. You and I were in LA, and then I saw the same thing in Atlanta.
What?
Bitch, we are living in the world of the Jetsons. Have y'all
seen?
The fucking little scooters, bro? They just be everywhere on the side of the sidewalk, the side of the highway, the road, the fucking supermarket. And I'm like, there's just scooters everywhere. You could just hop on a scooter and leave it wherever. And I was like, we are in the future that we like that we thought about.
Yeah.
But it just don't look as cool because we still got all this old infrastructure.
They have them in Orlando now.
This one, I didn't realize that y'all like the scooters were really a thing. You hop on it and you don't even have to return it like a rental car or the shit.
You just leave it wherever.
That is like it's just
like you get off and you're like, I'm over it, and you can just kick it on the side of the street.
And then on the app, it'll show you which one's close to you and how much battery it has, because you'll show up to one and it's like it's almost dying. And you're like, I don't want one that's dying. So you can look in the app and say, oh, there's one this many feet from you. It has half the battery left, and I'm like, perfect.
When I tell you, I went and looked up Bird app. I was like, is this something I should motherfucking invest in and shit? Is it public? I don't know.
It's been
but
around
I was
for
like,
years.
Which is crazy because
it's very European.
Yeah, but is that they do that in Europe?
Oh yeah, they love mopeds. They love the Vespas. They love the scooters. All of them. Yeah, Segways. They love all of them.
I was just like, wow, we are
and
really
bicycles.
in that era.
They love that. I mean, city. Bikes. We're late to the bike situation, but city bikes are obviously.
Is there anything else that y'all have noticed recently? I know they're also doing.
I think the zip cars to me still this day. Zip cars to me is amazing.
It's amazing.
Brilliant.
I love.
I'm like, that is so smart.
I do zip cars only because, and bitch, my ass got a ticket in a zip car. I said, see, this is why a bitch don't need a goddamn car out here in New York. How a bitch get a parking ticket and I'm just renting a car? No, there's really no point in New York to have a car, but there are some days that I'm like, fuck that. A bitch want to go to Marshall's. I want to be an adult.
That's why it's so great. I'm like, you can pick and choose when you drive in New York City. I came here with my truck, which is New York is not for trucks. So I wanted to go to this Mexican restaurant.
Like pickup truck?
No,
like
I
SUV.
have a big body.
I'm only asking. My homegirl has an F-250 with the quad cab.
With
shit.
the
giant truck. Yeah.
So I feel like I'm in a school bus, right? So here I come in a school bus, and I need parking, and there's really no street parking. I just wanted to go to this restaurant to go eat real quick, Mexican restaurant. It was $72 for an hour and a half of parking.
What?
I wanted to tell
Did they turn your tires?
So here's the thing.
Did they give you an oil change?
You're paying the hour and then you're paying all these extra fees because it's an oversized vehicle.
Oh.
There's no space in New York for anything. So when you take up one spot,
you take up two.
You're really taking up two. Right. I was like, oh, damn.
Oh, you really?
I paid so, and I'm like, what do you mean it's supposed to be 35 an hour, blah, blah, or something 25? He's like, no, redefine print. I said,
yeah, New York is wild. New York is wild. New York is wild.
So yeah, it's not, the zip card thing is amazing. Keep doing it. Don't get a car up here.
Anyways, what you was up to this week while I was in Atlanta?
Bonus mom duties. That was fun.
Okay, stepmom.
Stepmommy?
I am. It's fun. I like it. I actually enjoy it very much. She's a good kid. We have a lot of fun. But yeah, I had to go to this. But we went to this botanical gardens thing, and I was pissed because I didn't realize that it's like rain or shine. It's gonna go on, and it was like mist raining on Saturday.
Oh no!
So that was kind of frustrating. But otherwise, it was good.
You like stepmommy duties?
Yeah, it's amazing. You send them little shits back.
I'm not gonna lie. I realize, and I don't know how selfish
that part
is
great. But it's also she's 9, so it's like
it's a fun age.
It's a fun age. Like she's cool. Like she knows what she has stuff that she likes. She's into.
You're also bonus mommy. You say it's the age. So there is this guy. There is this guy that I like, right?
Mm-hmm. You like a guy?
I do like a guy.
Okay. And
I just feel like, ooh, he's perfect because he can't have no more kids. Because snip, snip. You know what I mean? But it's because he has quite a bit already. 2 under the age of 3. Is that a deal breaker?
That's a deal breaker for me.
Like almost 3?
Girl, anything. If you cannot write your name and read, you too young.
No. I would have an issue if they're under a year and a half. That is still very new. The mom's still going through all kinds of hormones. She probably still wants him. So I think take into consideration what stage the mom is in. Is she married? Is she in a new relationship? take into consideration that 3 years old, I think is a good enough time where the mom's no longer dealing with the emotional aspects of having the baby. Now the baby's running around. She can kind of like leave, probably potty trained. So take that into under a year and a half. I wouldn't do. They still fucking.
I say first grade.
You say first grade?
I say first grade only because the developmental.
They're not 6.
Yeah, because the developmental things, even
so
if they're not,
I can't date this nigga. Then,
even if they're not in a relationship, like there's still the commitment of having to be there consistently for those things as a dad. Though. No, but it's very different when it's like it's developmental, like the potty training thing, learning how to read, tying their shoes, like all of that stuff. To me, developmentally requires a lot more attention.
How long did you start? When did you start being a stepmom?
Like a year ago. So she was 8. So it's new, but she's already a person. So she's already very self-sufficient. She knows
almost a preteen.
Yeah, like she knows what she has. She's allergic to certain foods, so she can't eat certain foods. She knows what she likes. She knows what she's into. She can kind of read the room with the energies. That comes
with the eases. So you kind of have like a little broke friend walking around.
Yeah, but not a broke friend.
That's what kids are.
Yeah, that's what kids are. Your broke friend.
Kids are.
That's what. Not a broke.
That's such a great way to describe them.
It's your broke friend.
They think you're so cool. They do whatever you tell them to do.
And you let your broke friend on the bed while you had sex too. That is wild. That is just wild, bro. You are saying some wild.
I think Paola was telling me about some movie, like a baby's movie, where at 2 years old they transition. What was the name of that movie? Baby Geniuses. So like when they turn 2, they transition. It's like they don't remember anything else. So under 2, he's not gonna remember anything.
Yeah, you right.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, as he gets older, of course I wouldn't. But he was like 5 months. He has no idea. Took a shit. I'm hungry. Like he has no idea what happened 20 minutes ago.
I hate you so much.
It's fair.
But yeah, I think you should still just talk. You're not trying to marry the nigga. Just have a couple conversations.
I mean, I'm not, but also, and I wonder how selfish this is. And I want to have this conversation too, because we're all in our 30s now. And I know that I, don't want kids, but I also am very adamant that I don't want to put birth control in my body. So I don't know how crazy it is for me to like, be like, well, do you plan on getting a vasectomy? Like, I feel like I want a guy now with enough kids to where he doesn't want any more as well, and would be open to getting a vasectomy, or like, we got to figure this out because I don't want to put anything in my body. And unfortunately, I think as women, when we don't want kids, it's on us to put all these hormones into our body. Right. And so now it's like, I think I want a guy with like 4 kids and is fed up and don't want any more. Because I feel like if I date someone with no kids closer now to my age, they're going to want kids. And I ain't gonna hold you. I just did a whole year and a half with no condom, baby. I don't know if I really want to go back. You know what I mean?
Are you ready to date? She's not ready.
Here's my problem. And I don't know if this is a millennial thing. Like, I don't want to say it's an overly independent thing, but even Bridget knows now that I'm single, even in the breaks that me and him had, every time I would break up with him, I would be like, let me find a job. Let me go produce another podcast.
So you find you girl, sit there and get busy and you don't deal with other things that you could.
That's what I'm trying to do now, I notice. To where I'm just like, okay, well, I don't really have the time to date. So if I don't really know if I'm in that mental space, let me just overwhelm myself with work. And unfortunately, I know that's also not good for my mental. No. So that's kind of the dilemma I'm in now. I still feel like, okay.
Find social things. You love to travel. So instead of getting into that.
With Omicron and Megatron and everything else coming.
For right now,
they said Delta is going to have sex with Omicron, and then make up a super variant.
Megatron.
I swear to God, right. They did say they was gonna have sex, but they did say they was gonna come together.
And they're gonna create
Megatron. When niggas come together, what you think?
No, but what right now?
Delta
while you still
a woman,
can,
Omicron a man for sure. Delta, like Delta.
They're gonna reproduce.
You feel me?
Gotcha. No, occupy yourself with either traveling within the States right now while you can. Finding villas when you're on your own. Just find retreats that you can go to. There's other things you can do other than creating, and these things can eventually create a stream of revenue for you. Right. So, because, I think the same way. Anything that I do, I'm like, I can make money off of that. Right. I can make money off of this too. But you can do that while it first starts as something that you might actually like. And once you like it, it doesn't become so much work. Right. But I don't think you're ready to date just yet. I told you, give it some time.
I mean, I am. I am.
I'm tall. You can have some fun, but just give it a second, because you just went through a lot. You
gotta heal. That was a lot.
I know.
That was a lot.
I know. And it's just weird. And I will.
That's like me putting a nail on top of this broken press-on nail. It ain't ready. I gotta move this.
Not comparing my relationship to a press-on nail that broke off during sex. This is why I don't like
that makes so much sense.
But
That's
it does
such an
just,
incredible
we have
parallel.
to peel this off to then put the other one on because it's still a piece of this still there. You still got love for this man.
I do.
Gotta wait.
Let it go first.
All right. Well, if we're talking about relationships, let's get into. There's been a lot of, I guess, proposals going on. You actually just attended a wedding. I do want to give a round of applause.
Yes.
Let me give a round of applause. Andrew Schultz. I can't believe he's married. If he can be married, all of us can get married. You know what I mean?
Congrats.
Congrats are in order for Andrew Schultz. He had his wedding this weekend in. Where was
California.
it? California. You were beautiful. By the way, I had to tell her. Let me ask you, just because I think you really be knowing like just shit.
I'm scared.
Are you allowed to wear black to a wedding?
I Googled it.
Oh, what did Google say?
Google said it's perfectly fine.
I think you can.
Did it?
Yeah.
That's what Google said.
Yes.
Not I Googled it.
I Googled the shit out of it because you were like, oh, black tie. I'm like, oh my God.
Definitely wear black to a wedding. Well, a wedding is a black tie affair. You can absolutely wear black to a wedding.
A man can. I feel like because they're suits. But for a woman in a black dress, I thought that was giving like funeral.
Actually, there were a ton of black dresses there.
You don't wear white.
Okay,
You don't
you
wear
don't wear white. Okay.
No, there were other colorful ones, but no, it ended up being fine.
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, we did look like we were walking into a funeral. I ain't gonna lie, because we were both in all black.
Oh,
but it was
Who is
cool.
that in all that black? And see, I can say that with her. She know the song. You know, it's a Robert Redneck. Get on the ground. I forgot you're Puerto Rican. You don't really know. You don't be.
Mandy will make excuses for all the ratchet shit that people don't know.
Wait.
How am I supposed to
Never
know
mind,
this?
you're Puerto Rican. You don't know what?
You know, I just gotta throw it out there. There's a reason why you don't know certain things. You know, I guess. I wanted to talk about. I don't know if did y'all see the video of Dirk?
Yes.
He finally proposed to India, and he did so on stage. I think it was at his show. It was at a festival or something, though, right?
It was a lot of people.
It was a ton of people. It was a lot of people. Everyone on stage started bringing out their camera phones and stuff like that. So I wonder if he did tell anybody beforehand. But
I'm sure people knew.
I wanted to kind of get into the conversation of that. And Bridget had something to add to it. And then let's talk about maybe the act of proposing, the pressure of being proposed to as well as proposing, and kind of what the conversation looks like leading up to it. So I guess we'll start with you because you actually got a ring on your.
I was gonna say so we should start with Carla. We should start with the girl that is actually engaged.
Like, you actually got proposed to. So was that a conversation that happened with your partner prior to it happening? Did you know it was coming? Did you tell him what you wanted? What was?
So I didn't know it was coming, but when we first started dating, I came out of a 6-year relationship, right? That was long as hell. I didn't think I wanted to get married. But once I met him and I said, this is something I want, I always said, if after 18 months, you don't know that you want to be with me for the rest of your life, you're wasting my time.
Right.
I told him that.
Yeah, I even made it. I talked about it on a show. I talked about it on the show by myself. I talked about it on the show with him. We talked about it together. It was like 18 months. Yeah. You should know. And like, or you should know to at least tell me, I want to be with you, but not really a marriage thing, you know? Like, cool, I just like dating you. Or I just like what we got going on in this situation. So that was already out in the air.
Okay.
It was out there. And then we went to therapy. We were thinking about starting a family, and we chose to do the baby thing first before marriage.
What made y'all choose baby before marriage?
We were just ready, and that's what we wanted to do. I didn't want kids when I met him, but then it made something about when you meet the right person. What you want for life changes. Yep, because it happened with you.
Yep.
I'm always gonna have multiple men. I'm always gonna do whatever. I go wherever I want.
The whole phase.
And
I
then,
liked it.
That was not a phase. That was a lifestyle.
Bro, I fucking hate you, dog.
It was a life. It was a whole life.
Like, we're not gonna do phase for you, okay? So we did the whole baby thing, and then I started feeling. I'm very traditional.
Yes.
When I would go to the doctor's office, and they'd be like, looking at my finger, and they would say the husband.
Oh,
you know, so it was like you're. And I'm like, no, my boyfriend. And then then I'm like, I'm not in my 20s. I'm 33 years old. Why? And then I just started feeling, and I remember, I'm sure hormones had a lot to do with it. I remember coming home one time and crying. I'm like, they're walking in here, and they're just like, yo,
they're
can't
judging
say a
you.
husband. I feel like I'm being judged.
Yeah.
So when we had the baby shower is when he proposed, and I was not expecting it at all because he actually bought the ring that morning.
And I helped set it up, y'all.
He bought the ring that morning.
He did.
He said that was probably the last time so many people were gonna come together. You know, his side, my side, people flew in. He's like, he went to do it.
Can I also tell you how he did it in, to me, typical man fashion? Because he made sure that she was pissed at him that day, which was crazy to me.
He didn't do it on purpose, but I definitely.
I was like, yo, he did it on purpose.
No, it was her baby shower. She wanted donuts and something else picked up, and he just made it seem like he couldn't find his Timberland boots. And
he was at the mall, gone for hours.
For hours, and what she wanted done by him was not. So even when she was like, she's calling me like, this motherfucker knows I got all this to do, and all he had to do was pick up my donuts. All he had to do, and so she was.
Men are terrible liars.
Yes,
they're terrible liars. So he's trying to tell me he's getting a sweatsuit at the mall. Why have you been there 3 hours?
Right.
Yeah.
And then every time I call him on FaceTime, I'm like, let me see where you at in the mall. So he's walking. I'm like, turn the fucking camera around. Where are you? So he's still walking. Bitch, I don't want to look at you. Turn the fucking camera around. But he's walking out the jewelry store.
Right.
So now I'm like, oh yeah, I got bitches with you. Because you were all your niggas. So you walking away from these hoes. I'm coming to the mall. Which mall you at? Let me see.
On the day of her baby shower.
I'm pregnant as fuck. Like, we're gonna fight. Yeah. And where are my fucking donuts? We gotta go.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was hella upset. But then finally we got there. He told me to shut the fuck up when we got in the house. Like, shut the fuck up. I'm like, I don't know my donuts. So we're arguing. We finally leave.
Literally arguing the day of the proposal.
Oh
my God.
Then we get done, everything was fine, and then he proposed later on. I didn't know that she knew. I didn't know my friends knew. I didn't know he had called everybody. Their mama.
Set it up. She was like, "Why are you rushing us opening the
gifts?"
gifts?
She kept saying, "We're gonna open the gifts. Are we gonna open the gifts?" What the fuck? You don't even like babies. You don't even like kids.
I don't, bro.
The bar's open. Go drink, bitch. Like, leave me alone.
And I ain't even gonna hold you. I'm at the fucking go baby, go bye, whatever. I'm at the fucking, and I'm like, Carla, what the fuck you need? Because I don't know what I felt like I was in fucking Asia reading foreign. I said, what is this? Just tell me what you need. Send me a picture. Could you use this? Is it too early? Is it too late for this? I just didn't know. And I'm just like.
But then she's all about, let's open the gifts. Let's open the gifts. Go away. Leave me alone.
Right.
But I should have known, but it was too much going on for me to realize she was acting kind of funny.
Yeah.
And so you didn't explain how you wanted it to look. I think as women, we grow up. Clearly not me, but most women.
You do. Shut up. You put it on your fucking. You put a ring on your
I said I wanted
thing.
a promise ring, bitch.
Oh, shut the. You lying. Who you lying to?
I want you to promise me that you're going to be here like Stedman. That's what I want, a Stedman. That's what I want. Stedman ain't married to Oprah, and then all y'all hoes is my gals. So I got my friends and a Stedman. So I just want a promise ring, but I don't want to do it legally. I don't want nobody all in my bank account and shit.
You don't have to. That's what prenups are for. That's what separate bank accounts are for.
Prenups? Yeah, let's tell that to Dr. Dre, okay?
I'm sure there was something in there.
No, he's still paying what, $300,000 a month or something like that with a prenup. Really? He is. Yes, ma'am.
Lucky girl.
There's
lucky girl.
Not lucky girl. But was there a conversation or an idea of how you always envisioned being proposed to?
So not the proposal part as much, if it was public or not, or if it's just us. I knew that I wanted a commitment and I wanted that forever.
Right.
The actual ring, which you told me that was something that went viral about a girl not wanting a ring.
Can you read it?
Yep.
Can you read it? Now, y'all may have seen this because it went viral.
The most random shit go viral.
I mean, it do. It really do. But this was some bullshit. I ain't even gonna hold you. Like, however, I have a point to make after we read it.
So this girl, it's a whole thread. Like, people responded and everything, and it got crazy. But this girl gave us a big paragraph about what would happen to her. She said, "My boyfriend proposed to me today at the movies. I didn't let him finish proposing because, number one, I thought it was a joke. And number two, I immediately thought, seriously, at the movies? We had discussed how I wanted to get proposed to. I just wanted to look decent and like a professional photographer or at least someone there to take pictures. And I wanted it a little more elegant. I told him this. And he instead proposed to me after mostly everyone left the theater and the staff was next to us picking up trash. But I felt like I should have said yes because that's also how I felt in the moment. My heart was racing. I was so happy thinking about it. And he explained while on one knee that he chose the movies because it's our thing. We always go to the movies. It's our thing to do. And that warmed my heart. I don't know if that makes sense. I just don't know if I'm wrong. Please help me. I'm sad and disappointed now. I feel like the whole proposal thing is going to suck the second time around. Will I feel those happy feelings again?"
Well, she really wanted to tell him. She wants to be re-proposed to.
He didn't take that fucking ring.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb.
Walk away, sir.
However,
Take your ring back.
however, that goes to both parties.
Yeah.
And I say this because for my birthday, I specifically said I did not want a party. I did not want to be around a lot of people. People don't show up on time. In New York, they just show up.
Right.
What did my ex do?
Throw your party.
Throw me a fucking party.
Yeah.
And I still had to show appreciation because I know he went out of his way to make it happen. However, you did exactly what I said I didn't want. And so I don't understand why men often do this, but I can tell you exactly what I want and don't want. And you're going to do the opposite. You're going to do what you want to do. And to me, when I'm telling you how I want things to be or what I want, it's almost, I don't know. I don't want to say disrespectful, but in a way to where like, do you really just not care what the fuck I say, or do you not listen?
Right.
I think sometimes they do it thinking, I want to make it feel good. They want to make you feel good.
How you gonna make me feel good on something I said I didn't want?
Correct. But they think so different. Men are so
different. They're different.
Like,
They're just different. I
they're
like different. Let's keep different.
There's dumb in there too. But they are very different from us. So sometimes we can't expect it. So I didn't care. I don't think I really cared how I would get proposed to. But there was, with her at the movies, that makes so much sense because I'm like, the movie theaters, why the fuck with the movie theaters? It means something.
It means something to him.
Just like when I went to the wedding and he was saying, oh, why they're doing it in Santa Barbara or in that area, you know, she's from there, he went to school there. There's like, you know, things
There's
like
sentimental
that.
value.
There's sentimental things in everything. So the way that he did it, I didn't expect it. I would never be like, oh, I'm at a baby shower getting proposed to. Now people are going to think, oh my gosh, she's getting proposed to because she's pregnant, blah, blah, blah. No, it was more of, wow, our family and friends are here. It's the midst of COVID. We haven't seen them in forever. We're about to have a baby basically on our own because of COVID.
Right.
So it just felt good knowing that he was like, today, in my heart, I felt like this is who I want to be with for the rest of my life. And I'm just going to act on it. So I was okay with it, but she's an ungrateful little bitch.
I don't think it's that she's ungrateful.
You don't think she's ungrateful?
No, I really just think that at this point, like, when women are vocal about what it is that they want, I feel like it doesn't get taken seriously. I feel like men don't take it that seriously, or they think that they can, that whatever, that the girl should just be lucky or feel happy and grateful that he's even proposing, which to me is not, accepting the bare minimum for that type of a situation to me is fucked up.
But that's not a bare minimum. The proposal is also for him too. He's also making a commitment. This is, I learned from Wax at least how important and how much they feel and how scared they are to get on that one fucking knee. They're like, this is huge. Like, I'm getting on a knee in front of my friends. I'm letting you know, like, they're like, we don't do this for just everybody. Some niggas out there be like, just get on the knees for everybody and proposing all the time.
I'm about to say, what about the men that been married a few times?
Right, but the ones that like really have waited and have been with you for a while, they've been contemplating this. So they're like, it's kind of, he called it humiliation. He's like, I'm basically humiliating myself in front of everyone, which I don't know if he's using the right way.
That's not a good word.
That's really how he felt.
Humiliating is not the word. Submitting maybe.
He would say, I'm humiliating. I'm like, I don't know about that word, but I can see where he's coming from. He's like, I'm on one knee in front of everyone doing this for you. And this is who I want to be with, and I'm making it known. So
definitely not humiliating. That's not the word.
No, but I do think it should be about both people. Like, I would not, like, watching the Dirk and India thing. Like, I don't want a proposal in front of a bunch of people. I want it to be about us. I don't want it. I made that very clear. So if you're listening, sweetheart, don't fuck around and propose to me in front of a bunch of people. I don't want that. And I think that that's something to be, because it's not about everybody else. It's not about everybody else. Like, I think every couple is different. Every relationship is different. Everybody wants different things. To me, the proposal is not meant to be.
You can have an engagement party later, if anything.
Right. Like, it's not meant to be. It's supposed to be intimate. It's not meant to be a performance for everybody else. Like, to me, a man telling me, well, I'm getting down on my knee in front of everybody. Fuck all these people. Like, this is about us.
Well,
we having a baby. We have a life that we're building. We have a family that we're building.
And I don't got nothing to do with all these people. I want you to, like, give me a whole bunch of paragraphs about how much you love me.
That's first. For the wedding, sis.
I want to hear it first.
That's the vows. That's the wedding.
No, I want to hear it. Like,
well, I mean, you hear a little bit. Some do give it. But what I will say is, so there's a difference, I think, from the India and Dirk in front of all these people that don't even know who you are or anything about you.
Yeah.
And then having an intimate setting. Because, I mean, I had,
a baby shower is very different. A baby shower is about y'all.
It's literally, we were there for us and our family. Yes. So it was like, these are the people that we truly cherish in our relationship also.
Right.
So I wouldn't want a stage and a festival because it's like you guys have nothing to do with this. Right. But I did enjoy being able to like see it being so happy and being able to turn around and my friend and family's there. Yeah. You know, and it's like continue. Yeah. So, but I can also see it's like if it's just us and you can just be with him. But having like close friends really does make a difference once because you're high. You go through this crazy high and be able to share that with someone. So maybe if you're listening, her guy, just a couple friends. She gonna like it. She's saying no. Maybe but I don't have them do like a, you know, after he proposes, like they pop out.
See, I like that, but that's still like in the moment. It's still about us.
Right.
Like the moment
so it's
is still
just
our
you,
moment,
and then you celebrate with everyone.
Because we did that. We helped a friend of ours propose to his fiance, and we were hiding in the bushes. Like it was in a tree.
That's called something. What is it called?
I don't know.
I forgot.
We were hiding in the bushes though, and it was hot as shit that day. We were all behind the bushes, like going like this.
I also
trying to lift our shirts. Like it was a lot. We were all sweaty by the time we came out, but it didn't matter. It was worth it. It was all worth it. It was great.
India is giving hope to all the summer walkers out there because she's like baby mama, what, number 6 or 7? Like there's a lot of women that came before her. So it's, you know, it's giving, I can change this man. He could be my husband.
First of all, she can't change him. My man changes when he's ready to change.
I mean, valid.
Yes.
But to me, it's the same thing, I think, as far as the hope that Summer Walker had.
Of course. We have to have hope. The second you lose hope and love, you're fucked.
Are you?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think it's over once you lose hope.
When you lose hope, you're so miserable. Now you're looking at everybody else's relationship like it sucks. You are a pessimist all the time. Fuck love. No, at least have that hope there. And if it fails, it fails, and you go and try it again.
Yeah.
Yes, I can't wait to fall in love with an ain't shit nigga. Yay.
No. We're not putting that out there.
We are not putting that out there.
That this is the pessimist that we're talking about. This is what we're talking about.
To fall in love with an ain't shit motherfucker. Also, it's gonna hurt my heart, but I'm in love. I have hope.
Also, Wax been telling you you're getting a pastor.
I am not gonna be.
He's been telling you that he's gonna marry. She's gonna be the first lady of a church for years.
Her man swears I'm gonna be the first lady of a church, and you know what?
She is. She gonna need one hell of a fucking testimony.
Not when you got doors and the church gonna burn to the ground, baby.
Not when you got Juanita Bynum in up here complaining about girls in Fashion Nova dresses at church.
Please tell me you saw it. Please tell me you can pull up the audio for that. If we gonna really talk about it, here's the thing: we like to hold women accountable, right?
Correct.
And we have so many. Like we've gone through so many years where men place judgment on what we can do, what we can say, where we should work, what our roles are in the home, the type of friends that we have. And this one, who is Juanita Bynum?
I don't know.
Because I saw Bynum and I was like, damn, Andrew Bynum got a bitch somewhere pregnant. Like, you know, I just know NBA players. I was like, Andrew Bynum.
She's a gospel singer.
Oh, okay.
And a pastor.
Mm-hmm. So are you pulling up the audio? So I guess I'll pull up the audio. I forgot you're not connected.
I can send you the link if you don't have it.
Please.
So she's mad about Fashion Nova dresses.
Girl,
she's mad about
cute Fashion Nova
women.
dresses.
She's mad about women dressing a certain way in church.
Listen, God said, "Come as you are," and you should. But at the same time, He gave you wisdom, and He gave you.
Wait. I need you to wait because you sound like you about to agree with this woman.
No.
Oh, okay.
We're gonna see. Well, let me see what she said first.
Did you send it to me?
I did.
I might.
I texted to you.
Here we go.
Yep.
Nope, I didn't get it.
Really?
All right, y'all. One moment.
What's going on?
Internet's being a hater.
I'm on the Wi-Fi. It's just not saying delivered yet.
Nope.
This is dumb.
Can you airdrop it? You don't need Wi-Fi for it.
Yeah, let me see.
Yeah, because I need y'all to hear what this woman
It's foolish.
had to say.
It's foolish. It's just
I was
foolish.
like, what is going on?
And I grew up in church, so I know how church women be just so judgy.
I mean, to be fair, and I hate, and I don't want to like sit here and shame. Perfect airdrop it is. Listen to what this woman had to say, y'all.
I can't even get to the concept of somebody preaching and leading praise and worship with no stockings on. With thongy, stringy shoes on. And your legs all greased up. What kind of message are you trying to send?
So you want her to come in ashy?
Because to me, that looked like somebody that's got a whole spirit.
Not a whole spirit.
That ain't purged out in God. And any minute you can just go over in a corner to a deacon and just raise your dress up and hit it right there in the corner because you don't even have drawers.
She's having some fantasies.
Bro.
That sounds like a porno.
No, that sounds like
a porno.
Clearly she don't know who Jezebel is.
No, to me,
Jezebel is in the Bible.
Jezebel
and
is in the Bible.
can come to church.
But also, it's giving someone in the church that slept with your man.
Right.
And
and she was wearing she described her.
Strappy heels, no drawers.
First of all,
no stockings.
Thongy strappy shoes.
And her legs were oiled up.
She was
baby?
greased up.
You know what? It's very much giving.
I'm like, who specifically? Just at her, sis. No, just at her.
I mean, but that's what we were. It was very much giving Lemonade. Becky with the good hair. Right. You're talking to somebody. She was very much talking to somebody.
Yeah.
She had the thongy heels. She had everything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this is. Like, I thought she was gonna be more general, but no. This is. I thought she was gonna say like she was too specific for it to be a general thing. But I do get how some of the older church people, especially like Pentecostals, they're used to like the black shirts and hairy legs and
not the hairy legs.
No,
everybody wears stockings.
Wait, they couldn't shave their legs.
They wouldn't shave.
No,
like strict Pentecostals. There's no shaving. Was
just like Williamsburg hippies.
No, it might be that too.
Them bitches don't. They be having hair under their arms and everything, and I'm like, it's giving incense.
It would be
and
like
crystals.
That. But no, there's it gives must too. Though I feel like they be musty.
I mean,
you don't think they stink?
I don't think I'm still stuck on the incense and crystals because bitch, I burn incense and crystals and I laser. I don't have no hair. I'm good.
You're right. But you don't be having that many crystals in your house.
I have a lot of crystals and stones. They're just not out for you to see. They're in my bedroom. I keep them on my little. I have a little.
Well, she's talking about the whole spirit. Apparently, all I do is hop and rotate on Satan's dick. But
where's the hoe supposed to go? The hoe is supposed to go to church. Thank God she is in this church and she's not out there sucking dick right now on the street. Have her there. Embrace her in this church. So come on here, baby. Let me pray for you.
But actually,
and let's pray this whole spirit out of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, why judge her and kick and like push her away from the church instead of her bring her in and then eventually helping her?
This is
she
why
clearly
I love
needs guidance.
This is why I love the millennial churches. Y'all been to the millennial churches?
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Where
I love mine.
I do too.
You know, all the girls spent the night at their friend house from the club the night before and they just show up to church in their club clothes.
Wait a minute. That is not a millennial church.
Oh, I've done that before. And they accept you in your club clothes.
Oh, absolutely.
They do.
I thought you were saying the people in the church.
They're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you to go home. Like, they're not going to send you out.
No, and they realize what you're going through and they will talk to you and then they will put things in ways that you understand it. Like, I love Journey Church in Orlando. Yeah. With Pastor, I've sent you his stuff before. He talks. He's like, it's comedy.
I mean, I ain't gonna hold you. The millennial church I'm talking about closed down because he was cheating on his wife. Then got a divorce.
Wow.
Then it come to find out he had a Hummer and a helicopter. You know the pastor I'm talking about. I'm not gonna say his name.
He had a Hummer and a helicopter.
He had. You know who I'm talking about? The bleep this out, man. Bleep this out too. Anyways, he cheated on his wife, and when I tell you when they went through the divorce, the sermon, you could tell the way he interpreted the Bible a little bit changed. And nigga would come in there and be like, God said, don't be miserable in your marriage. And if you need to leave, you need to leave.
So God never said that.
No, so here's the thing.
He would interpret it.
God never said
Pastors
that.
are human. Pastors make mistakes. They sin. So they are held in a different pedestal, but they still will make those mistakes. So we can expect they are giving us the word, but we're not praising this pastor. We're not looking at this pastor for every single step of the way. We're getting the word from him. They're anointed, but we're not supposed to be idling their life because they are not perfect and they still make their mistakes.
Well, see, and here's my problem. I just had a little fallout with some friends because of the game of telephone, and the way y'all are telling me the Bible seemed like a game of telephone.
No, so it's because you got to read it
it's too. It's not really coming through the word of God if it's coming out your mouth and interpreted the way you think it.
They can still be an anointed person and still commit sins because he is still human.
Are we not all anointed?
No, we're not.
God's children?
We're not all anointed.
We is all God's children.
Yeah, it does not mean you're anointed.
That does not mean you're anointed.
But you are God's child.
If I put some holy water right on my head.
No, that was just
it's
a little.
Gonna mess up my edges. But the holy water,
that was Dasani.
It was just Dasani. Mm-hmm. But all you gotta say is bless this water, and it's holy water.
Not you say bless this water.
I can't bless my own water.
No, ma'am.
Nigga, we got the motherfuckers praying over the halal chicken, and now it's blessed chicken.
Certain people do that. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do this.
I'm not about to engage because we had a conversation about Jesus, and she was talking about a fine Jesus that she wanted to sleep with, and I said
Jesus was my type, and I was like, the one with the dreads, he could get his pussy. That's all. But that wasn't what I was referring to as the type.
Sir, if you're there,
we had to ask for forgiveness because
this is me, Carla, just saying that I came here to talk about other things.
I mean,
wanted to repent. But no, I mean, I hate that this Juanita Bynum woman decided to take to the social media streets with this bullshit, because this is the reason why so many women now young women, especially millennial women, right, don't go to church and they don't seek God. They don't seek to have a relationship, which that's what I love about, and we call them the progressive churches, not the millennial churches. Oh, that's what we love about the progressive churches, is that ultimately what they're preaching is to have a relationship and an understanding and a knowledge and an awareness of your consciousness and God's consciousness, versus you coming to church and you got to abide by all these rules in order to get to heaven. Of course, some of that doctrine still applies, but it's not.
It's also crazy. The world has changed. I don't know why them older folks don't think that God changed his mind on a few things too.
No, because he didn't.
So God don't change his mind. God still think like he do from like BC?
Well, because the universal rules and laws.
AC.
Before Christ.
So it's AC.
AD is after death.
I think it's AC. Because we call it
AC after Christ.
ACDC, whatever, all of that. I think that the way that but times have changed.
So yes, there are certain things that you adjust.
You don't kill people. Love your neighbor. Do you know what I mean? Like the commandments don't change.
I'm sorry. In the Bronx,
all right,
that motherfucker had her music playing, all right, at all hours of the night.
And you said you wouldn't shut the fuck up during sex, and you mad about somebody music playing,
bro? When I worked in corporate, yes, I'm bringing up corporate. When I gotta wake up,
you
at
still
7
fucking
a.m.,
loud. You still fucking loud.
She couldn't hear me fucking. I can hear when my walls are vibrating.
You don't know. You don't know she couldn't hear you fucking.
What was you trying to do this lady?
Well, we're speaking about women. There's a song. I'm in Atlanta. I'm at this place called Sea Salt. That's where I was at. Shout out to Sea Salt. It's a black-owned establishment. And so I'm at Sea Salt with my homegirls. This is after the live show. And bitch, I just want to drink because I'm like, the tour is over. I'm happy. So I'm with my homegirls. We taking shots. And this song comes on. And I'm like, by the way, I airdropped you the lyrics. I need you to open it up.
Oh, shit.
Because we were breaking down these lyrics. Because I'm like jamming. I'm like, oh, this used to be my jam. So I'm literally singing along. Until I realized the words that are coming out of my mouth. And I was like, oh no. Oh no. So y'all, if y'all are down south and this song come on, sometimes maybe at the end of the night, maybe at a grown and sexy party. Listen, I'm gonna pause it. Y'all, thinking about me, so lady. Think about another lover and go find another brother. Just listen to the words. Same. Feeling disgust, working your stuff till he thinks about mine. Bro. I just want to pause right there.
He's mine.
I'm going to keep going. I'm only going to do the first verse and the chorus for this because I'm literally singing. I'm like going like this. I'm listening to the words and I'm like, it's very much giving Summer Walker. But here we go.
This is giving like the answer to SZA's The Weeknd. This is the answer.
So
like you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Like, okay.
Listen.
Yikes.
So you only got him 2 out of the 7 days.
Something that just ain't cool. Here we go, y'all.
Oh, this is true.
Who don't love you?
That's a bar for these girls.
I wouldn't waste my time telling you something. The fact that she's telling her in the first place. Coming home. Bro.
He gonna be dead.
He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got it all the time. He's mine, you may have had him once, but I got him all the time. Don't try to dry your eyes. She's literally talking to the woman.
She's taunting this girl.
She's talking to the woman.
She's never been punched in the face.
She makes the song. If you guys couldn't pick up on the goddamn lyrics, please look up. This is Moke and Steph. He's mine. She's pretty much telling the woman,
you had him, but he's mine.
You had him, but he's mine. Don't draw. I'm telling you, he don't love you. He loves me. And just because he fucked you once, don't mean he love you more than me because I'm where he wants to be and he's coming home to me.
She sounds stupid.
Bro.
She sounds so dumb.
And I'm like, he's mine. I got him only once, but she got him all. And I'm like, oh, bitch, you dumbass bitch. I'm literally singing this jam like it's mine.
I am way too territorial for that shit.
But I'm listening to it and I'm just like, mind you, I'm into open relationships. But
you were.
I was. I mean, I think I still am.
Shit.
But going to another woman, telling her he's coming home to me and I know he fucked you last night and was with you, but I'm the one he loves. And so don't cry. I'm telling you now, he's mine.
It's not far-fetched. My grandma. So,
Oh,
you know, I
shit.
just went to Puerto Rico and for the first time in my 34 years, I talked to my grandma as a woman. She had a stroke 2 days later and now she's like not even the same.
Oh, wow.
But I talked to her and I was like that time I'm about to get married. Like, give me something.
Oh, God.
And I knew my grandfather was a hoe. She told me about how she would show up to the women's houses and go in and drink their coffee and let them know, I know he was here. He's not coming back. That's my husband. She would go there and get him out and speak to the women and be like, he's not coming back. Don't look for him anymore. She's like, and they wouldn't. They wouldn't look his way again. And she was so proud of that.
Whoa.
Yes. And she's just like, I showed up every night. When I was married the first time, I was married to my daughter's dad. She would be like, you need to put powder on and shower every night and get cute. I said, for who? Take a shower. He might be lucky if I showered that night.
I hate you so much.
Like, no, but she's the type of woman, like, hair was always done, nails, dressed to the T. And she knew he would step out and she would find out who it was and go let her know and go walk in there with the kids that they had or whatever. Leave him alone.
It's so crazy because you saying that reminds me of the meme where it's like, why don't we love like our grandparents used to?
Because I'm not going to take that. I'm not going to this bitch house. I'm going to kill her. And then I'm going to kill you.
All right, Lifetime.
Snap.
It's giving snap.
It's giving snap. Yes.
It's crazy because to me, there's no way I'm going to another woman about shit. If I'm committed to a man, I'm coming straight to you.
Right.
And we're going to have that conversation. The idea of calling another woman and going...
Plenty of times.
Why?
It was so stupid.
Did you not go to
I
the man?
I had a girl come to me and expose some shit. And I was like, well, look, here's the thing. Obviously.
See, the thing is,
he's got me fucked up. Clearly, he's got you fucked up. Whatever decision he chooses to make at this point is going to be his decision. I want no parts. I want no parts of him. I want no parts of this. I want no parts of y'all. I wish you the best. I wish you the most healing. I'm gonna go heal over here. And yeah, there's nothing else to be said around that. I could never see myself going to a woman and having no conversation like that.
I did a few phone calls and some women ain't shit. They will sit there and taunt your ass.
And that's another reason why I wouldn't do
So
it. Because if I feel like I get to that point and I'm coming to you because obviously you have no pride at that point to do that. No pride in you, and you
feel so
you feel
low.
small. Yes.
You feel this big. You're going to go talk to another woman. She's just like, yeah, I was with him. Yeah, I was this, and it's just like, so sad.
Sad.
I would never go back. I would never call a woman again. If I ever feel like something was going on and I talk to you about it and you're making me feel crazy, it's time for me to go. Or say I'm not ready to go and stay, but I'm not gonna call this woman and then look stupid. Then this girl like, yeah, she called me, she know about me, and she's still there. There's no point in, what?
Right.
No.
Don't call him. Deal with your man.
100% agree.
Yeah.
Hey Betty, this is Shirley. Don't ever. It's very much giving.
Very much. Hey Betty, this is Shirley.
Very much giving, and
I love when I do woman to woman. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Don't come to me woman to woman.
No,
ever.
You embarrass people.
But you know what? It's not even that I just be so calm, and so I think that people want to meet me with a certain energy, and I just be like, yes, girl, we both know about each other. What's up? Like, and you know that has happened to me.
When that phone call happened to you, I was just like, you said what?
Yeah. But no, even when I got the DM, I was like, girl, we've been knowing about each other. Why are you DMing me, girl? I said, girl, I was just supposed to be with him in Savannah. I don't know what to tell you. Like, talk to him, but don't come DMing me because we both knew about each other. Right. Because the problem was I sent him a birthday gift and she opened it. And I was like, well, bitch, hello. You know about me. I know about you. Like, yeah, I thought we were both still just cool with this. Like, we know he ain't shit. Oh. Damn.
So you know what's going on. But I think it gets to a point where they want to know. I got to a point where I want to know more. And I'm like, tell me what you're doing. Tell me what he's saying to you. Tell me what you guys are doing. And that doesn't help you. I just finished this with my therapist recently. She's like, you have all these feelings. Do you want to know anything? Is it going to help you? She would ask me that.
It's not going to change your course of action.
No. She's like, is it going to help you? And she would tell me that. She's like, if you were to find out more, is it going to help you? And I'm like, yes, it will. She's like, okay, now let's go back to being normal. Stop the crazy shit. Right. Is it going to help you? And I'm like, no. It's only going to make it worse. Now I'm going to obsess over more shit.
Right.
So just don't even bother calling a bitch because there are some out there that really going to hurt your feelings.
Yeah. My feelings don't get hurt. Well, also, apparently, talking to my therapist, I only have 6 feelings out of hundreds.
Did you get the feelings chart?
No.
The wheel?
No.
Oh, I gotta send you the wheel.
Please send me
I'm
the
gonna send you
wheel.
the
What's the wheel?
So there's a feelings wheel. I've been doing it for years with my therapist, and it has so many. I have them in my favorites. So basically, there are
Yo, we are
some fucked up bitches.
mental health aunties.
you know, bitches is grown. You're like, you haven't seen the feelings wheel?
No, oh here it is.
Wait,
I
wait a
literally have it in my
second.
Like,
favorites.
can I order it on
Wait a second.
Amazon?
Outside-
Oh my God.
let me
Can
send
you
it.
send it to me?
That looks like birth control.
Wait, but also outside the feelings wheel,
Emotional control.
it does.
Bro.
It's like this circular gradient of colors.
Bro,
Yeah.
I'm with my homegirl in Atlanta, and we sitting down eating breakfast, and she's like, "Girl, I gotta tell you how excited I am, bitch! I just got a KitchenAid. I'm so excited to use it. I got it for $15 on Black Friday." I said, "Oh, we're there. We really are there. We're
there.
bro." Sharing how your excitement about a kitchen machine.
Amazing.
My boyfriend lost his shit last week about this air fryer. No, to the point where we are at a friend's birthday dinner, and he stopped and he took control of the whole conversation and said, "Y'all don't understand. This is the greatest thing that's ever happened to me. Is this air fryer?"
Air
And
fryers
he's
are
Jamaican,
amazing.
so he cooks. Like, he loves to cook. He didn't touch the oven for a week. I shit you not. It was a whole week. He was like, "I'm making everything in this air fryer." And
And I
I'm
bet you
watching
was
him.
fire.
He was whistling while he worked. I was like, "This is this is
Whistle while
ridiculous."
You know what? You
Work.
know.
Yeah.
No, that's
It wasn't. It was more.
You know what?
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna buy one and use it just so that I can join in the class action lawsuit in 20 years when they realize that something is in that air fryer.
When
That's
they realize
causing
we've been radioactively damaged.
Because I don't use microwaves, but I fuck up
see
my
what I mean?
air fryer.
It's the same
Yeah.
shit.
It's really a small oven. It's all it is.
It's like a convection oven and a microwave combined.
yeah.
Okay,
Little
it's giving
convection
easy
oven.
bake. Great.
It really is
We
though.
have adult easy
Put it on
bake
the fire.
ovens now.
It is.
Where do y'all want to go to next? What we want to get into? I mean, let's get into something. You want to get into something messy, something petty.
We love messy.
Something,
I like petty too.
You know,
Petty makes you excited.
Not petty makes you excited. Well, let's go ahead and get into our vibes before we really.
Yes. I gotta blow my nose.
I know. That's why I'm like, let's get a little. Can we get some tissues over here?
Hand me that paper towel right there.
Oh, yep. Our wines were on here. I mean,
I
our
don't
wine glasses.
Yeah, this is Mandi's transition song.
Every time?
Every time.
But also,
I kind of like the song though.
and see, we ain't even got to get to the words of it. It's
No,
literally
it's
just
a vibe. It's a vibe.
It's fine. It's fine. At this point, I'm not going to play anything else off my phone. I'll get into my DJ vibes on my laptop. Y'all, by the way, I really be trying to over here multitask.
You'd be
bitch.
a really cool DJ.
Yeah, right. I think so too. Because I know
You
all
would
the-
be.
What
I
would
know
your
some-
DJ name be?
Man Dizzle My Nizzle.
Oh my God, we're gonna work on that. I think you did great, but we'll work on the name.
Y'all don't know DJ Mandii B.
No.
No.
Yeah, that, you can go by Mandii B.
Well, I really want to do DJ Pillow because a bitch be asleep by 11, and I be
You can
like,
do brunch. You could kill a brunch.
I would kill a brunch. I think that would be it.
Be
because I
home by
know
8 o'clock drunk.
That's me.
Amazing.
Mandy is the best daytime drunk. Mandy's the best
and I be
daytime drunk.
and then I be like, bitch, if I can be in bed, literally, I'm out hanging with my friends. We drink all day. Do you know the excitement when I be like, and I can be in bed by 9:30?
Yes. No, really.
That is like me all day. Like
It's the
I'm
best
all
feeling.
down
That's
with
30s. That's a 30s thing.
I'm
though.
good with a happy hour. Like when motherfuckers invite me out now and they're like, yeah, the party starts at 11.
Yeah, right.
I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
11
I'm
what?
not
AM?
I'm not leaving my house past 10 o'clock anymore. Like
That
getting
means you start
re-
getting ready at 9. I'm in my bed
I'm-
naked under the sheets.
Bitch,
What?
I'm about to watch Real Housewives. I'm about to watch TV.
Netflix
Like,
already asking me, are you still watching this?
Right.
9 o'clock.
like,
Netflix always asks, are you still there?
I am not
Like, no, I'm
getting
not.
up to get ready. So I was a little nervous about touching on the subject because I know that we are all women and have to believe women, even though we like to hold women accountable on this podcast and in life. But I kind of wanted to talk about what y'all's feelings are on what's been coming out recently with the Meg The Stallion. And
Girl, after Jesse Smollett, whatever it is, now I'm just scared to believe anybody.
I ain't gonna hold you.
That's valid.
That is valid. That is valid. Another thing that is telling is that she did come out in the tweets to talk about like, well, I was still shot. I'm still the victim. I don't know why y'all are turning this into a cat fight. However, now that evidence is now coming out that, mind you, her and her best friend have not talked since. They're no longer
She
friends.
went live one time.
Right. To kind of talk about how she don't fuck with Meg no more. And to be fair, there were never charges put on Tory, but gunpowder residue was found on the best friend. Right. And she went on as well to pretty much blame Tory early on. And now the evidence is kind of leaning towards something else happened.
It sounds fishy.
Well, do I believe that she received injury and was hurt or caught in some sort of crossfire? Yes.
What if she just...
I believe. Well, no, there were no. It was there was pictures of her heel.
There was pictures.
Like,
However, I feel like maybe the gun went off and ricocheted onto her foot.
Weren't they leaving a party of some sort?
They were leaving Kylie's party.
Here's the thing: there's drugs involved. You ain't gonna tell me nobody was taking drugs. There's
Allegedly.
alcohol. Allegedly, drugs involved. Allegedly, a lot of alcohol involved. Emotions.
Right.
Late. What the fuck happened? You probably don't even know, girl.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I wish she would have just blamed it on the alcohol.
I wish she would have just shut the fuck up and just did what she had to do with attorneys and just do what you got to do. It didn't have to go public necessarily.
I don't want to see any more shade room updates about this. Like that's the part to me that's just like the best friend came out in the comments. Well, I haven't told my story yet, and it's like
nobody
what
wants
are y'all
it.
doing? This isn't.
Go
this
tell it
isn't
in court.
But also,
this
apparently,
isn't true life.
Well,
like
there
this is
a
not
video.
a TV show.
This happened in Cali around a lot of expensive houses. So apparently there's video. And so to me, the
Surveillance?
fact, yes. So the fact to me that A, we haven't seen video. B, somebody paid. The industry ain't shit. I'm just going to say it now. Somebody paid for them to not be able to now find the fragments that were in her foot.
Oh, wow.
The fragments are gone. They can't locate them.
But they were there.
They were there and now they're just lost. Can't be located. Not sure how much money was put into making those disappear or whose side of it made that shit disappear, but it's nastiness. It's nastiness. And I will say, and I didn't get to speak on Jussie's, my point on Jussie last week. So I'll sit here and say, I believe that there needs to be just as much of a consequence on people who lie.
Absolutely.
I say this because I know that a lot of people, including Asante, even including you, I believe last week, they liked that he's going to get away with no jail time because white people do it all the time, et cetera, et cetera. However, my thoughts on that differ when we have the woman who fucking did what she did to Emmett Till come out and say she lied all these years and now she's not facing any consequences for what happened to fucking Emmett Till. Then in terms of where we stand even in this Me Too movement, the fact that there are
Women
lies
lie all the time.
Lies happen and it literally does change someone else's life. Right. And so if her best friend was responsible or the gun went off by her friend and Tory's career took a hit for it, as much as I want to sit here and of course,
did his career take a hit for it?
I feel like,
absolutely.
I feel like he was still trending, and
I
he
feel
was
like
still putting out music and still selling.
I saw a lot of people, men
he was still
especially,
selling albums. Wasn't he bragging about how much he was selling still?
No, trending on Twitter.
No, wasn't he bragging about sales?
Yeah, but no, trending on Twitter does not mean. He 100% took a hit. There was a reason why he wasn't in festival lineups. There's a reason why. Well, no, we've had a whole year now of festivals. Like,
listen, the baby faced more of the backlash for his nasty comments about the LGBTQ community than Tory Lanez got for shooting a black woman,
right?
Or allegedly shooting a black woman. And to me, it's just
at the end of the day, we ain't got nothing to do with this shit, but it's still entertaining in some way. We still talk about it because that's just our culture.
I would just like it to stop being talked about if it's not. We're not hearing from attorneys. We're hearing from people on social media.
People literally make up posts.
Right.
Yeah, they do.
It's got, no one knows the truth at this point. None of us know what has happened. So in my mind, it's like, similarly,
at this point, I don't know if the three of them really know what happened. I don't know how intoxicated they were that night.
Right.
That's
but clearly there's 4 truths to this story.
Right.
4 different accountings.
Each of theirs plus the truth.
Right.
And so the idea that all of them have this different recollection of what happened.
Right.
Does make me feel like kind of what you said. Allegedly, there were probably a lot of intoxicants. Maybe they don't remember.
And at this point, it's been like 37 years. They really don't fucking remember what the hell going on.
The evidence right now is telling. He wasn't deported back to Canada. He wasn't. None of his charges were upgraded to anything. So I'm like, enough is said within whatever evidence they have that is leaning away towards him. And unfortunately, and I'll sit here and say again, y'all know I'm a hypocrite, but I'll admit when I'm wrong. I came on here and was like, I'll never listen to another Tory Lanez.
And you did?
I mean, I'm not that big of a fan of his music. Y'all say it's so great.
What is he saying?
I mean, I don't know. He just samples everything in my mind. I don't really love it. It's giving.
It's just a vibe. Like when it's on.
He makes great mixtapes. He does. I think he's a talented writer.
I don't go out of my way. He comes up with great melodies.
But again, it's a situation where his career has not suffered.
I don't believe that.
I feel like
his
people
career
have not
100%.
No,
he looks like he's doing all right. At least
people are still collaborating with him. People were
still collaborating with R. Kelly, knowing that nigga had a whole video out pissing on a woman. To be fair, the industry.
I know. That's why, and that's another situation where it was not that affected until now. R. Kelly is in jail now for shit he did 30 years ago.
Right.
And people
30 something. He had a career.
Is still not in jail, as if the whole industry didn't know he was out here laying his hands on women. So to me, artists collaborating with an artist that has done something wrong, to me that doesn't mean their career did not suffer. I guarantee you, Tory Lanez lost millions of dollars over this allegation.
I don't believe that.
I 100% believe it.
I don't believe that.
I don't. And I won't. We just don't know.
I don't.
There's so much speculation. It's just like, let's wait. This is going to be public eventually.
To me, artists collaborate with other artists. People who don't. Dua Lipa dropped the remix with the baby.
Sad enough.
Like he wasn't sad
because he felt like he was innocent. No,
but again, he
said he didn't shoot her.
If he lost that much money, that man would have came out and tried something.
And apologized. He would have done way more.
I'm not apologizing
if he lost
for something I didn't do.
For all the money, for all this alleged money you think he lost, he would have said something different.
Right. Just to get this money back.
Correct.
Somehow. PR would have done something.
No, because if you come out and apologize, you're admitting to causing harm to Meg The Stallion, the biggest female rapper out right now. So if you apologize, you're admitting to doing something that he's hold true since the very beginning. I did not shoot that girl.
But maybe not a whole apology, or maybe like in support of, or something that would have made him seem more like he cared about what happened to her. This whole time he's just like, it wasn't me. Like, figure it out. She lying. That's how I felt. So if he would have came,
I would have done the same.
I feel like if he lost
if I
more,
do it, I'm not apologizing to you.
It's not apologizing. I feel like if he was losing that much money, you're saying, maybe they would have came with some type of strategy to make sure he would stop losing as much. He just didn't give a fuck.
He's also independent, so he's not signed to. As far as what he could make outside of whatever stream,
so that's not necessarily
his money comes from other.
He probably didn't make as much, but I don't think he lost. So maybe there.
I think he stayed quiet and been strategic in not wanting to ruffle any more feathers. But I don't think that he has lost millions of dollars.
He's maintaining what he got.
Yeah, he's just maintaining.
Okay,
he's just staying put.
Okay,
I don't think he suffered, not at the magnitude that we just watched the baby suffer. Not even close.
I'm just waiting for this to be like over and done with, so we can really say what the court documents have, what they testified to. I don't want to hear any more Shade Room updates. I want to hear updates when all is said and done and we know exactly who's going to Shade Room and Hollywood Unlocked and all that muted on my phone.
You have it all muted?
See, I have it muted on my Instagram because mental health. It's just a lot that goes in. So when it's like, I'm going to go on a pod, I'm going to record something, I'm looking for certain news, I purposely go to those pages.
Right.
I make sure that my feed, it's just it's positive, and I don't want to see a lot of like Shade Room stuff until I choose to go to it. Because if you realize sometimes you wake up and the first thing you see is boom, Shade Room.
Always.
And some bullshit going on or some negative things, and I'm like, I can't just wake up to this.
I mean, I wake up, I check my Twitter. Like I love it, which is why even, in talking about doing this podcast, it's why I love doing this fucking podcast so much. Like before potting at all, I was a blogger.
Right.
I was super into every morning waking up.
I know. You remember when you had my Twitter go off?
I mean,
I had AIDS in Twitter because of you.
You had
not
what?
Because of me.
Because of you.
Not because of me.
What did you have on Twitter?
She used to date an NBA player.
Oh, and she went and wrote a whole article about it. Released my name,
bro.
And now everybody on Twitter. I was at Olive Garden, and my phone died because I couldn't get to unlock it. And it was like, you're a man. She has AIDS. And I'm like, who the fuck posted something? And he go, fullcourtpumps.com.
But to be fair, she got that backlash because women are just haters.
Right.
So it was just that she was the girlfriend.
Right.
And so chill out, because the way you're saying it sounds crazy. I didn't put anything out.
You put my Instagram out.
Yeah, and so they looked at her and
so they went to her
Instagram and judged her like they do when any celebrity is dating a woman. Other women go and judge what the fuck this girl looks like.
But it's also they can go look it up now too.
The same way, remember that beautiful ass girl apparently was photographed out with Drake. Everyone killed her because she had on some dirty Air Force Ones. And it's just like...
Oh, they don't want to see my shoes.
As they should
dirty as hell.
As they should have. I would have killed her too.
Bro.
Dusty Air Force fucking ones.
How bad were they?
No, they was... To be walking around with Drake, girl,
You couldn't have, you didn't have no other shoes?
They are $95.
You could have went
You couldn't have put some thongy, strappy shoes on.
I love my dirty
shirt?
chucks. Oh, y'all be clean like that. My sneakers be dirty.
Oh, well, I say that to say you said that really, really, really fucking awfully. But in terms of even this podcast, like I love coming in here dissecting things from a perspective that we can even address changes sometimes.
Right.
Like we're able to say our input, not necessarily on the person, but just the overall
perspective.
And clearly I love music. Like I done brought so much songs in here that she don't know, you don't know. Like
I don't know shit.
I really love my little... I used to be into shit. By the way, if y'all know he's mine, again, please go read the second verse because it gets even more messy. And I'm literally so mad. All I could think about was, women, we've been delusional.
Yeah.
Oh, it's not just Summer Walker. It's like,
it's not
damn,
delusion.
even in the 90s.
It is delusion. It is delusion.
It's not delusion. It's hope. It's love. That's what love is.
No, it's delusion.
Oh, shit.
It's delusion. When somebody is abusive to you and manipulative in that way, that's abusive.
Okay, no.
Yeah,
that part, yes.
That's delusion.
No, because this hoe used to call me delusional all the time for just being in love. You're delusional for thinking that you were so mean.
I mean, I think my friends are delusional a lot. That's all. Like, if you fall in love with a hoe or you fall in love with, somebody that, listen, real quick, I just thought about another song.
Oh, what song?
Before we get into the Freshly Squeezed. And this was my shit too.
I thought you were going to play from the computer.
I was, but this same fucking premise as that last song. And I'm like,
which one's this one?
You'll know it as soon as it drops. Yeah, you're a little secret. If you don't tell, I won't tell. And that's how we got to keep it. You don't know this?
No.
Do you? You don't know this song either? Yeah. Okay. Okay.
Is that Jermaine Dupri?
Listen to the first. Did anybody see ya come into my house last night when I got your message in my beeper?
Well, you know
that you're gonna do everything I like. All right. Now listen. That she don't know.
Jay knows the
really
song.
Turns
Wow.
me on. Bro, she's in the room with him and his girlfriend.
And the girlfriend don't know.
That we got this thing going on.
You did that before.
I did. You're my little secret.
Oh, I remember this.
And then it took y'all to the chorus.
I remember the chorus.
I just know the chorus.
All right. But no, she's literally telling the woman,
she ain't shit.
I'm in the room with you and your man, and you don't even know. But me and him got a little thing going on.
How much do you value yourself?
I'm listening to these songs from the 90s, and I'm like, apparently we all been ain't shit either, and we want to just keep talking about how men ain't shit.
I've never been that girl.
No? Oh,
I'm crazy.
I did. And I was like, hey, nice to meet you. I've done that a few times. Remember, I was even in the suite with the wife and kids. And
what?
He flew his friends in
Dear
town.
God, if you can hear us,
he
my
flew
friend
his
is
friends in
changing and
town to
growing.
make it seem like I was there with one of his friends. And he was like, I can't have you out in the open. Like, everyone's going to be in the suite. You got to be in the suite too.
And you're like, okay.
I was wild. I was his little secret.
That's not a secret. That's hiding in plain sight.
Right.
I mean, but that's
not a secret at
No,
all.
that is one of my biggest fears. And
same.
Wax always says, he's like, if there's even a girl that he used to mess with and that she's in the room, he has to let me know.
Oh no, same now.
Like,
we do that.
I'm gonna do it now.
let me
that in
know.
my
Be like,
relationship now.
you have to,
I'm
because
gonna do it now, girl. I did that at 24.
I don't need this chick to be like say something slick,
Right.
and I don't know,
Right.
and then it's like, oh, somebody gonna die.
Right.
Someone's dying every day.
Can
with
you
me.
just stop trying to kill off everybody?
Everybody going down.
All right. Well, let's get into.
Oh man, I don't know if I got it today. We're gonna try freshly squeezed. See, it's bad. It's bad
squeezing
today,
in there,
guys.
squeezing
It's
in there.
squeezed. I
She's
tried
been
to
getting
squeeze
through
a
fucking
note.
bronchitis.
I know. I'm sorry. It's like the
I,
trail end of
Go
it.
ahead,
All right,
man.
fine.
Do it.
You gonna try it?
Yeah. Freshly squeezed. Yeah. Damn. The year got a little airy.
She don't have bronchitis. She just ain't got it.
A bitch is just raspy. Give me some ad-libs, bitch. Give me some ad-libs.
I can't.
By the way, you can't. By the way, just so you guys know, if you ad-lib queen, seriously, but Carla was my sidekick on the 1111 album as well.
Oh my God.
We did some serious sex.
Yeah, we did. We moaned for 1111 his album. We did a voicemail.
We did.
Telling him
You
to answer
calling
his
me in the middle of the
motherfucking phone.
Wow.
So if y'all like the interludes on 1111 album, it's Carla and I who you guys
He
will
was
hear.
jealous of my moaning. It was great.
I'm so mad he took your moans and not mine.
Mine were really
Bitch,
good.
Hers were really good. I was just like, well, damn, what the fuck? That sucks. I guess let's get into it. You guys wrote me 2 weeks ago knowing that this would be my Freshly Squeezed. It dropped on December the 17th.
Yeah.
That is correct. Roddy Ricch.
Yep.
Live Life Fast. I'm actually kind of disappointed with the reviews about it. It seems as though a lot of people really didn't like it too much. I will say, I don't like it as much as his first album. However, I thought it had some really good stuff. He has a song featuring Future, Kodak Black, Takeoff, Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
The song with Ty Dolla $ign was weird to me because it literally just says slow it down.
Oh.
That's it for like a minute and a half.
No, thank you.
That's it. It's just slow it down in Roddy's voice, then slow it down in Ty's voice. It's really like not
That's
giving.
why I don't listen to new music.
It
She's like,
wasn't
did you
giving.
hear this? I'm like, no, I'm still stuck on like.
Yeah, it wasn't giving what it.
I mean,
what
I've been
it was
listening to
supposed
Christmas
give.
music, so I can't. I've been in my Christmas
I need to
music
start this
bag.
week.
Need to start?
Slow it down,
Christmas is in
round,
5
round.
days.
This is literally the whole song. Slow it down when you're going round, round, round. That's it. That's literally
Nope,
the whole
no
song.
thanks.
So to me, I'm not sure.
You are not a content.
Yeah, no, actually, that was song 9. That was song 9 out of 18.
Why?
So even the placement of it was really weird.
We could have done without
Maybe
that.
like is that maybe like what's called interlude or like
Yeah.
like a midway to like switch.
Is it
over?
interlude? How long is it?
Um,
Like a minute and a half?
It is about 50 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh
it's an
yeah, so I
interlude.
think it's just
interlude.
maybe the album is switching to a different like
Yeah.
mood, a
But
different
I
story.
love Ty Dolla $ign.
Me too.
You have a featuring Ty Dolla $ign on your album, and I get 53 seconds.
He wasn't
of
anywhere else?
Turn it down now, round, 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 round. That's all you hear the whole time.
He doesn't have another song with him on there?
No,
Oh,
right.
Ty Dolla $ign, you that expensive now?
He got right.
there you go. Say
you can only give us three
but
words.
But wait, it's not only Ty Dolla $ign on the song. Alex Isley is also on the song.
Oh, that's fire.
And
Shout out to
Isley
Alex
Brothers?
Isley. Love her.
So-
yes, she's Ronald Isley's niece. Yes.
So
wow.
She's dope.
I'm getting Isley bloodline and Ty Dolla $ign with
3
Roddy,
words.
and it's slow it
Yeah.
down, round, 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 round. That upset me. However, I will say one of my favorite songs on the album
Yes.
is called Hibachi, and it's featuring Kodak Black and.
Oh, well, that makes
hungry.
sense.
And here's not you're hungry. All right. So it became my favorite as I'm listening to it. Third verse, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, is 21.
let me see.
Oh.
21 can do no wrong in my eyes. I'm gonna
Oh.
like let it ride a little bit. This isn't my Freshly Squeezed, however. But this is Hibachi, Roddy Ricch, featuring Kodak Black and 21 Savage. Like I said, I love it. I'm here for it. Hey. What?
He said, "Give me attitude. I'm gonna go cheat. I got attitude all the
That's
time."
you looking at the yeah. Okay, fellas, don't use my attitude as your excuse to cheat. By the way,
Please, ever.
don't do that.
You gonna be real mad at the attitude I have after you cheat. You mad about this attitude?
This ain't nothing. This is gonna be nice,
This is
girl.
right. This is nothing.
All right, bruh.
I love
I
his
love
voice,
Kodak's
and
voice,
I never know what the hell
Y'all
he's
are
talking
so
about, but I like
Florida.
And
it.
I know
Y'all are
he's
so
toxic
Florida.
as fuck,
This,
but
the
I
y'all
second
love
just
I hear
Florida.
that voice
Kodak.
is like, yes.
Y'all are just Florida. It's okay.
No, that rides. Look at you. Look, here we go.
21.
Hey. Hey. Shit, I eat noodles now. Fuck you mean? Bitch, noodles is my shit. Well, no, and now I'm an adult, so bitch, I put a little, I put some capers in that hoe. I put a little garlic. I be putting hoisin sauce, bitch. I be mixing.
You can add meat to it too.
You be adding meat to your
like
ramen?
if you already like shrimp. Like cook shrimp on the side and then just add it on.
That's real fancy.
That is fancy.
That's some real fancy motherfucking shit.
Yeah, some real rich people should $5.
I'm gonna hand you my laptop so you can search for your freshly squeezed.
I actually like that song.
It's right.
But I think it's because of Kodak.
I love me some Kodak.
It is because of Kodak. Maybe loves Kodak too.
You know what? It's weird because it's one of those where it's the hypocrisy jumps out. I sit here and say, I don't listen to this nigga because and we know Kodak got all these charges. He could barely leave the state of Florida. And I'm like, but I love some Kodak. Give me some more Kodak.
It's not like I'm gonna go out and like follow him wherever he's at, but if the song's cool, I'm just like, bob my head.
The way he sounds is just really fucking good. Y'all know I'm also a big fan of this guy. This is who I want to play. By the way, Black dropped a 2-pack. I wasn't able to listen to it.
You like him, the 6th guy.
The 6th guy. This girl, man.
She really liked his music.
The 6th guy?
6th guy.
She took me to go see him. It was great.
Not the 6th guy.
First off, this is my friend that...
That makes so much sense.
But no, she was available to go with me to the Dreamville Festival.
It was a great time.
The only artist she knew and wanted to see was Tiana Taylor.
That is my dog.
No one else on the whole line, mind you.
No one else on the whole lineup.
The whole lineup had fucking bangers. Oh wait, I guess you knew Big Sean because of course Big Sean.
I knew Big Sean.
Look,
I wasn't excited. I would have went to Tiana before Big Sean.
So
Big Sean is great.
I had to miss Ari Lennox so that she could be on the side where Tiana Taylor was, and then she knew no one else. She didn't know Black. She didn't know
21 Savage. It was cool. 21.
See what I mean? And we're on the stage with fucking 21, okay? She's like, okay, like, all right, this is cool.
I'm supporting you,
J. Cole comes on. I'm rapping every word. She's looking at me like...
I knew Crooked Smile.
You see? Mind you,
that's embarrassing.
We have VIP.
Are you not embarrassed?
Are you not embarrassed? First off, Boz is on stage, and I'm like, oh my. She's like, who is he?
No clue.
She knows no one on Dreamville, and I'm sitting here getting my best life. Like anyone who knows me knows I'm literally a Cole stan.
I had my best life watching you.
We flew to Raleigh. This is my first time in Raleigh. We
had some banging chicken and mac and cheese. Mac and cheese had veggies in it. Oh my god!
Look, and this is bro.
She remembers the food, but not the artist.
This is why Asante and Dustin joined me at J. Cole's concert.
Yes.
Because none of my homegirls, well, you now, but none of my homegirls are into music the way I'm into music.
Right.
Like, I go to concerts by myself.
Right.
Because I'll get tickets and then my friends are just there like...
To Usher. I like R&B. I'll watch like a Usher or...
You gonna go there with your fiance now. Yeah. Bitch, you're not gonna go see...
He not gonna take me unless we got him around people. Yeah,
right.
Not him around people.
I wanted to play this song.
Yes.
Bridget and I just got to attend his concert.
Yes.
And his new song, when I play it, this has been repeat in my house this weekend. So it's called The Best Part of Life by St. John. And again, if you guys know, not only is this man just beautiful, he just... However, his little melodies and shit work. Is it melodies? Whatever they do to his shit in the mix, it just makes me feel life. And this is called The Best Part of Life, St. John. Hey.
Yes, put your heart up in the air, friend. Put it up, friend.
Oh,
do it, friend.
This gives me hope.
Yeah.
Right? This is giving, ain't it? This is gonna be on the radio. This is a hit.
I don't agree with that part of the song. Tell him how you want it. He is not no fucking psychic.
This is it.
This is nice.
Right?
Yes, it's really good.
It's giving roses all over again. I need 30 remixes to this. Give me a house one. Give me one with Future. Give me just all of it.
Oh, I'm gonna send this to Wax.
Not you turning this into your wedding song.
It's not a bad idea.
It's beautiful, right?
Yeah.
Shout out to St. John. That was the best part of life. And if you read the lyrics, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful fucking song.
It is
You
beautiful.
should get me some new music so I don't have to hear my 90s album no more.
My 90s album.
I do. I
Oh
listen to
my
music
God.
so
No,
child.
she's very
Oh,
like
okay.
90s, early 2000s R&B.
Gotcha.
And then fucking I'm with Medina and I'm hearing Christina Milian, Genie in a Bottle. My
Wow.
friends are really like
That's
it's either
Christina
that-
Aguilera.
Oh,
Genie in a
yeah,
Bottle.
whatever.
The white one.
You
Christina Milian's drop it low, but you
Oh
know.
my bad, there we go. It's a Christina, bitch. It's a Christina that I didn't really listen to like that, okay?
No,
That's okay. It's not as bad as Nuck If You Buck being a Florida song.
Bro,
So
I'm literally asking, yo, give me a Florida song, because yo, we
said
actually
So we got to bring this back.
we actually do have a
Sorry,
Florida
I had to.
native
I
in
had
the
to.
building.
I had to.
If y'all haven't been able to tell, we have a non-masker Floridian in the building today.
Jesus.
It's not true. I wear my mask.
Oh man.
I do most of the time. I do.
Okay.
I started to.
Okay. I started to. Well,
They
that's
said you
good.
have to go in, so I gotta put it on. I gotta go in.
Better late than never. Man, freshly squeezed. Well, so I'm surprised that you had a little R&B vibe, because I got a hippity hop song that I
Come
want to
on,
play.
hippity hop. Give it to me.
But I want to shout out to Chili from TLC, because there was a video that popped up on my
She was doing her shoulders moved
I don't
different.
know what that
think
was.
I need a massage.
But there was the song that she did this like choreo to was fire, and I went and looked it up, and it's funny because Savon actually posted it on his story, and I was like, bro, this is literally my freshly squeezed for Monday, and it's by this artist, this African artist named Wanda Banton, and it's called No Walla.
Hopefully, don't go to a commercial first.
And
okay,
no, I love Afrobeat. It's my jam. So this right here is definitely the type of mood that I'm trying to be in.
This is hippity hop.
No,
No,
I'm coming
Afrobeats.
with hippity hop in a second.
This
I
is
got you.
Afrobeat.
I
I
got
was
you.
like,
Which
damn,
is-
I'm that bad.
It's coming. No, it's coming. It's coming.
But this also goes to show why currently the labels and everything want videos of people dancing. Chili just danced to this, and now
I was listening to the song like, yo, this shit is fire, and I'm always.
But that's why
Me,
TikTok is such a craze.
non-musical person, I literally go to a song because I saw a TikTok.
That's literally how it is
I
now.
will.
Like, bitch, the fact that all of my homegirls are sending me recipes on TikTok now.
It's amazing.
No, TikTok is taking
How many
over.
have you done?
None.
None. Not a
Bitch.
single one.
Because I get the meal kits. They come prepared. I'm not going out trying a new method.
I like this one.
This is
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah, it's a couple months
This
old,
is a
but
vibe. This is a vibe.
it's a couple months old. But you know how America does. They got up on WizKid and Essence a year
So
late.
late.
So they gonna get up on this late too. I'm fine. Shout out to Wanda Manton.
Yeah, this is it.
This making me feel like I need to be on vacation.
This is it. I got 3 weeks and I'm gonna be on the beach.
Yes, hopefully.
If the world don't lock down.
Hopefully.
A bitch is going to Aruba, baby. I can't
Are
wait.
you? I heard it's really nice.
I'm
And
excited.
very relaxing.
I'm super excited. Yeah, I want to go for relaxing. I think that
You going by yourself?
no, I'm going with Adriana and Crystal.
Oh, your flight crew.
My flight crew.
Her flight
Not you calling us
I
flight
love it.
attendants.
That's
bitch.
literally what y'all are.
My
No,
flight
but no,
crew.
I mean, listen, everybody needs travel friends.
No,
her
those are
travel
your two
friends.
that,
Those
that
are-
literally
yeah.
can go anywhere around the world.
And
Yes.
well, they don't have kids for one.
Yes.
And the Adriana, amazing. She just gets a promotion every fucking year at her job.
That's
but now
dope.
her money is so good, but she can work a lot remotely.
Oh, nice.
She
Oh,
and
she's
then,
gonna be everywhere.
And then my other friend Crystal, shout out to her. She is now cancer free.
Yeah.
Yes.
She just posted one of her
Congrats,
pictures from her
Crystal.
photo
She fucking
shoot.
beat
She looks
cancer.
bomb.
Yo,
Do you know
and
how-
looks
She looks
so good.
bomb.
Do you know
as
how
fuck.
much this last year has been crazy? Like, so for my best friend to literally be diagnosed and go through chemo and beat cancer all in
Yep.
the same year. But she owns her own business. She has a fucking truck. She has an 18
Get
wheeler.
the fuck outta here.
She did the business I was
Oh, I
supposed to
gotta
do.
call her abuela.
Yes. So she has her own business. So like having friends that are just able to get up like I can. So they're all coming to New York.
Yes.
We're gonna enjoy New York
That's
and then
next
go to Aruba.
I mean, next month. Because I asked her when she was coming.
Right after New Year's. Y'all think a bitch rich? No, I waited until after the flights were expensive.
That's just being smart.
I said, oh, everyone has to go back to work.
That's why
Let
Mandii
me
is
travel
rich,
on the
because she
4th.
makes decisions like that. That's why she's
you're
rich.
supposed to. People
Bitch,
want to
my
be doing
Because
it
she's
in the
not
height of
dropping an
stuff.
extra $1,000 to go somewhere.
My round trip ticket to Aruba nonstop was $250.
That's amazing.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, because no one flies the first week of January because everyone's going back home.
You also booked it. You also booked it with enough time before.
Yeah, like a month. I booked it like 2 weeks ago.
But no, it's a thing. Like, in order for you to keep money, you have to be smart with money.
Yep.
You know, some people are like, oh, you're flossing or you have all this stuff. Well, who are you buying all these things for? Do you have the capacity to spend it? When we both come from finance, and there was something I learned early, like if you want to buy something expensive, can you buy 3 or 4 of them?
Right.
That's the only way to look at it.
If you can't buy 3 or 4 of them, leave that shit right there.
Period. I mean, I also believe too in terms of women, and we talked about this almost with like during the Birkin bag conversation. Like bags are so expensive to where if you're struggling to even pay your rent and certain bills, luxury items should not even be close to being on
your mentality.
You
you're thinking about the wrong thing. You need to be thinking about what can I do? How am I going to multiply what I have?
Right.
You know, what investments can I make? What time can I take? Should I get another job so I can save on this and invest in that? Like that's what we should be thinking, especially at this age. I know y'all's demographic is a little bit older, so we're not talking to 18, 19-years that just do dumb shit.
No, we're talking
about 30s. We're talking about
in your
30s.
30s, it's like, come on, get it together by now.
I just followed somebody, and it's just tough because maybe the pressure comes with having work. Like this guy made this video, and it had like 300,000 views and all these comments, and he's like, "Yo, we in the era where you need 7 streams of income, and 7 is the base. You shouldn't have less than 7." And
Jesus
so
Christ.
I'm hearing this, and I'm just like, oh shit, I only have 4. Am I not doing enough? Like, where is another stream of income coming? So it's hard though, because you still also have this pressure to now get into investments and doing, and that, to be honest, I'm scared. Like, I don't want to just put my money. How do I put money into something?
So think about stream of incomes doesn't mean necessarily different industries. I have multiple streams of income from one industry.
Right.
So I have the podcast, and so I have the podcast itself. Then I have membership. Then I have courses. Then I have VIP days. And there's so many different things that I have as the streams of income, but they all derive from the same umbrella.
Right.
You know, I have others that are different, but some people are like, oh, maybe I have to get trucks, and then I need to be a doctor here, and then I need to be doing this here. And I was like, no. Find what your zone of genius. What are you great at? What do you enjoy? And then from there, find different ways to create income from it.
I mean, Bridget and I have been talking about that even with this with this podcast.
This podcast can bring 5 different streams of income like that, and you have nothing to do. You don't have to work hard.
We still just show up and record and give you guys this amazing content that we give y'all every week. But in terms of how you can monetize a podcast, I know everyone is just like, oh, I want to get on a network. I want to get on a network. I want to get on a network. And it's just like, listen, there's the ad dollars. You can definitely go that route. You could still go that route independently. And then there's Patreon. I tell everyone, once you have a core audience, even if you notice you are getting 200 consistent listens on your podcast every week, start a Patreon. Because those, at least 10% of those, say you get 10 people to give you $10 a month. Bro, you're making $100 now a month extra.
But here's the thing. People don't have the commitment. And that's what I try to teach my students and people in my subscription. You have to be committed to this shit.
You have to.
You really do. Even in those days when I tell them, you just like, fuck it, I'm not making any money, I don't want to do this. You have to keep going. A network is not going to come to you because you're cute and you put your makeup on for a couple YouTube videos. No, y'all worked your asses off.
Bro,
you know, to be noticed. And
I just got a text from her this morning. She's been battling fucking bronchitis, got fucking all these like medicines and stuff. Like they've been in her fucking lungs.
Right.
And she's
coughing,
like,
can't breathe.
Like, I'm actually really glad Carla's coming. I'm still going to show up because I have not missed a Monday in over a year and I don't plan to start now.
There's no need.
Like
when I did mine, I used to call them a shitty little podcast. I had Shit I'm 30. For 2+ years, I did not miss a week of content. And there were times I have lost audio. I remember being at 4:00 in the morning. I was working corporate, so I had my daughter and all this stuff. I made sure I put out content. And that is how I was able to build my community, how I was able to build my audience. Then I realized, yes, I fell in love with and had a passion for behind the scenes. And I started working with something else. But that's where podcasting can take you. You can learn, do you want to be doing cameras? Do you want to be doing audio? Do you want to be writing, producing? You know, there's so many different things within this space.
You could do.
It's like, if you feel like you're a creative right now, the podcasting space is where to go, but you need to be in it and you need to understand it.
And if you love it so much, maybe being a host is not your lane. But if you have your own podcast, really get into editing the audio, making an outline. Do you know how many people are paying for script writers right now for podcasts?
Like $1,500 an episode.
Bro, for 50, you could be making $1,500 a week just writing the outline of a podcast that you're not the host on, but you're a part of the production surrounding it. You can edit the audio. There was just, and I'm not going to say the company, a talent booker, something that we do every week now with our friends. Bro, $700 a week for, and I'm not going to say the company's name, but they were paying $700 a week just for you to coordinate with the talent that was being booked as guests on a podcast.
Crazy.
And so there's so many levels. There's marketing jobs now. There's production jobs. There's audio. And so if you really like being a content creator and maybe your podcast is not the biggest, but you really, really genuinely love what you do, I brought it up on the episode with Dustin, Pod People. I wake up every morning. This is how much I love it. I wake up every morning. I go straight to my email. Before I even check Instagram and Twitter, I go to my email. I'm subscribed to Pod News. That's how every time we get on phone calls, I can talk about acquisitions and how it's going to affect the podcast space.
Pod People.
Yeah.
And so, again, just weaved that into Freshly Squeezed real quick. But if you're a content creator specifically in this space, don't just get into a slump because you're not seeing the numbers on your pod. Hone in on it because that's going to add to your resume. Experience. You're getting the experience.
There's nothing like experience.
Yep.
The people that I have hired for my company are not, world renowned. I taught them what to do, and I saw them consistently for over a year, going, not missing weeks. And I'm like, oh, this sounds good. I can now invest my time in teaching you more,
right?
Because I know you're going to keep
people
going.
all the way in the Philippines.
Wow.
She said American dollars.
Wow.
Everybody starts off somewhere. So now they're all American.
You do have Americans now.
I have Americans now. and they're all brown and black. Okay,
I know that's right.
But no, you have to do what you have to do. Some people look at what others are doing in their business. I can't afford that, and I needed to build a team. So yes, I went to the Philippines. These companies out here go to China and go everywhere else. Why I can't get me a Philippine? Right. And they're amazing and they're smart. And really, smart, I am paying them their wage. Right. I'm not underpaying anybody. Right. I'm paying them their wage, and then I'm able to, work with other people. But you have to just, for anybody listening to this, anything you do, whether it's singing, whether it's podcasting, you have to be consistent. You have to love what you're doing and not do it because Little Mermaid's doing it. You want to do it because you want to do it.
Calling me Little Mermaid
because Little Mermaid is doing it because she rich. So that's a good blueprint to follow.
But also,
no, very few people have your work ethic.
And I was about to say,
it's very true.
Bridget wrote me on
a break.
Bridget wrote me on the side, by the way. I group chat our team because we have a lot of work coming up. So I group chat our team Sunday morning and say, hey guys, are y'all available Tuesday for a Zoom? I want to send out the email, but want to make sure y'all are available because the workload is, probably about to move to being more next year. Do you know this bitch text me on the side? It is Sunday at 8 a.m. and one of the people on our team is on the West Coast, which means it's 5:30 a.m.
And you on a Sunday? And you're like, Tuesday's a good day for us as well. And I'm like, girl, it is Sunday. Like we have
take a break.
Take a break.
But I had just gotten back from Atlanta where most of my work was for Horrible.
Whenever Mandii gets back and she feels like she missed out on some kind of work, she has to just dive right back in. And
that's a defense mechanism.
So she pulled me back. She was like,
I had to pull her back and be like, Mandii, it's Sunday morning. Like we do have unconventional schedules, but people have lives.
Right. Shout out to May. May was like, well, it's not like we have regular schedules. I'm fine. I'll be there.
But May is another one that has to take a break.
May is psycho. Yeah.
May is another one that I've told her plenty of times.
And you're listening to this. Shout out to you, girl.
I love her.
Love you, May.
She's coming soon.
We love you, May.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and in the spirit of May, I do want to play this Bobby Shmurda record with Quavo and Rowdy Rebel because I'm happy for Bobby Shmurda. He finally got one. He been trying to get a hit since he got out. And finally got one with Quavo and Rowdy Rebel. And this is perfect for May, actually, because when I think about May, I think about shmoney because May be getting to the shmoney.
She finds that money.
May
out of nowhere, the most
shmoney.
Random places.
Bro.
She was doing a Spanish podcast.
She's black.
She's whole African from Ethiopia.
And she's on a Spanish-speaking podcast?
Right. She understands some Spanish, but she was like, okay, I'll take the job. Take the job.
I do
this
like
is a
this
club
song.
banger. This
brings
brings me back to the club when I was in VIP, just like drinking out the bottle.
Yeah.
So
Rowdy Rebel is so dope too, man.
And you know what? If I'm not mistaken, they did play this song on Joe's pod, but the audio is different. On YouTube, this sounds really good.
It sounds good.
It's money. Hey. All right.
Okay. Will not call you a dummy.
Also, Quavo knows how to write a hook.
He really does.
That is catchy as fuck.
He fine. If he was like 6 inches taller, I would be in love.
He's still 6 inches taller than you.
Calm down.
Calm down.
I need to see his real teeth.
Whose real teeth?
I would like to see his real teeth.
Are those caps?
I just want to
like
see his real teeth.
Look, see, Scream Man coming soon, but now I gotta look it up. Hold on. Do you think if I look up Quavo real teeth, it'll pop up?
A little bit of Quavo
I'm sure
teeth.
he has nice teeth. I just haven't seen it. We just haven't seen them in a
yeah,
while.
they're all covered like what's his face?
Oh, and this is old.
That's old, but he has nice teeth, right?
He does have nice teeth.
Yeah.
Look,
Look at his high school graduation.
Bro, his high school graduation picture is what I had to find.
He looks like a little cute little boy.
He looks so innocent.
Yeah, like that.
Oh,
like just
I didn't. Oh, wait, here he goes too without.
Yeah, he got good teeth.
He has good teeth.
So what? He just pops some things out.
Or I guess.
But you know what? I would much rather someone. Like, I like the golds over the good teeth, over the golds over the crooked, not good teeth.
Listen, I don't think you can.
Just like they stink.
I don't think you can put really full like stuff over bad teeth. Can you put them over bad teeth?
Yes, you can.
They do it.
They do it all the time.
They
Especially
come to
Florida.
the pawn shop.
Yeah.
Do they sit the same way?
You can
They
get them
sit
permanent.
crooked.
Yeah,
they do sit
they mold it the same way a dentist does, and then they just lay the.
You go to Magic Monger and they get the mold
Magic
right
Mall.
there.
Wow.
For like, 10 karat gold, a little bit of silver in it.
Yeah,
you know.
no, that's gross.
I ain't gonna hold you. When I was in high school, my boyfriend in high school had permanent golds in his mouth. That's how much golds and dreads. That used to be my
You were
type.
in Oak Ridge, baby.
I was at Oak Ridge.
It's a
Wow,
pass. There was
that's
nothing
so
else.
funny. There's only one other person from Orlando, and he said the same thing.
It's Oak Ridge area.
She was like Oak Ridge. She was like, ooh. He was like, okay.
Don't do that. She went to Oak Ridge too.
I did not go to Oak Ridge.
Oh, you went to Boone.
I did Boone and I did Colonial. Not Colonial, a little ratchet.
Yeah. I mean, so here's the thing. In Orlando, there's 3 all black schools.
Okay.
So Oak Ridge, Evans, and Jones.
Got you.
I went to Oak Ridge and Evans.
Okay.
I graduated from Evans. Also went to Oak Ridge. And yeah, this is why I just, I had golds in my mouth.
That's
in
why
high
she thinks she's
school.
fully black.
Here we go.
That's
All right, we're not
that's
going to
what
do
happened.
that.
She went to Oak Ridge.
We're not going to do
She forgot
this.
she was half white.
You're not going to talk about no, I'm not going to lie. My high schools were like 2% white.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Well, I went to Eatonville, which was the same thing. We were all black there.
And so Eatonville
because
is
Eatonville's the first black town of Florida.
First black
where
town
Zora
in
Neale
Florida.
Hurston did the whole thing there. That's
Wow.
what the
The Zora
festival
Neale
happened.
Hurston Festival. So kind of, and a lot of people that go to Eatonville are zoned for Jones, right?
Well, no, that was a magnet school.
Right,
But
that's
it
right.
just so happened like all the black kids, we would go like, smart ones. We would go there to do that. But it was dope being in a black town with like a bunch of like colored kids.
So
It
much
was-
history too. Like
They used to do Zora Neale Hurston on our campus.
it's really amazing. I know a lot of people think like Orlando is like just Disney World and shit, but the history in Orlando, specifically like a lot of the black community and Zora Neale,
dope.
you go. It's a festival every year. I used to
Right.
go in elementary school. They take you, and just the history of Eatonville is really
It's
dope.
nice.
It's
They
really
shut down
dope.
the school, but then you see schools like that, and I loved it. They just shut down. They don't get the funding, and like they don't keep growing. And it was a really, really dope school.
I mean, I hate it because when I go back now home, Oak Ridge and Evans, they completely tore down the buildings that I went to. And
it's brand new now.
They're brand new schools. So even when I went to pick up my sister, who also went to Oak Ridge, I was just like,
Oak Ridge still has the old building behind the new building.
yeah, but I don't get the nostalgia of going home and being like, this is where my school
What you
was.
want to see a rundown ass school for these new kids? Damn, let
mean-
these kids have something new.
I mean, shit.
For Mandy's nostalgia, once every 7 years, been sitting there in that burning ass, nasty ass building.
I
Damn,
only
my
gradu-
daughter went to that school. You want her in that rundown school?
I only graduated 10 years ago.
Only?
Oh, no.
She's
Shit.
still thinking she's saying 5.
Wait, it's 12, 11 years.
11, 12
11,
years.
12
I
years
was
ago now.
05. How long that is?
I graduated in 09, bro.
That was 16 years ago.
Don't say that. You're
I
Somebody-
graduated in 04, so we're all right.
Shit.
I'm the oldest. I'm the oldest bitch here.
y'all the
Don't-
oldest bitches in the room. Old bitches.
Don't you
Y'all
young?
young, ain't y'all? How old is y'all? Rob, how old are you? I'm not
Jesus.
turning 25.
What? He still got diaper rash.
You're 25? How old are you?
Drew, how old are you? 27.
All these 20-year-olds in the building.
Enjoy it.
You know what's crazy? 25 to 27 is probably the years I thought I knew the most and that I was like, this
And
is
I
me
knew
being
nothing.
grown. And now that I'm 30,
And I knew
literally
nothing. I knew
25
nothing.
to 27 was the year where it's just like, I'm not in my early 20s anymore. I'm in my mid 20s. And I felt like now I knew life. And it's not until now that I
But
was
this
like, I
makes
knew
me
nothing.
happy to see. It's 2:30 in the afternoon on a fucking Monday.
Yeah.
And y'all are here not because some white man done brought you into work.
Amen.
They're here,
hold on, you
doing
right. Let me
all.
give
They
y'all a
are
round
being
of applause.
entrepreneurs. They are hustling. They are getting it some type of way on a Monday at 2:30.
That's right.
They didn't tell you we gotta wait till 6.
That's right.
Till 7. They're here. So shout out to y'all for being in your 20s and kind of like taking that leap. This is the time to do it.
Right.
You know, it's a little bit harder when you're in your 30s and you have kids and you have a partner. Now's the time for you to take this time and just do whatever you want to do and fail and try again and fail and try again.
Absolutely. That was a good point to make. I think, but wait, so does that make y'all then Gen Z? Are y'all Gen Z? Y'all are millennials.
Millennials so broad.
Millennial. There's so many different folders for millennials. I think
millennial is the biggest fucking gap of people at this point. Like,
there's
what
a
the
lot.
Fuck?
It's still.
Y'all are the cutoff year. 25. Oh, 96 is the cutoff year.
So Gen Z is everybody after 96.
97.
Which is bitch. Mulatto. And y'all know I love her. Real quick before we get out of Freshly Squeezed. Girl, born in 98. Do you know she came out and said she'd never heard of Mariah Carey's Fantasy?
I just don't want to.
And do you know that's what she just sampled for?
Where are those aunties
Big Energy. You sampled Mariah for Big Energy.
She also said that she was a huge Mariah Carey fan growing up. No, you weren't if you didn't know that song.
She only heard the Christmas song.
Only the Christmas song.
Oh,
how do you know your fantasy, sis? Come on, girl.
Oh, girl.
We can't be judging the kids.
Shit.
They judge us.
Yes, we can. When you sampling them, yes, we can.
Oh, yes. You're right. When you're sampling, yes.
Shit. Well, did you have any honorable mention of music on your end? I know you don't need.
I know, because you were listening to older stuff, so.
I really like this Tasha Cobbs song with Sierra. It's a gospel song I listen to every morning.
I was like, wow, Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
Not how we just did a whole.
I'm like, is it new? Because she's married. Her married name is Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Okay.
I think it's with Leonard. She starts Leonard. There's a really dope song with Sierra.
Okay, one moment.
But you don't have to play that.
Because I was about to
say. But you should. It's really
the way we
good.
just dogged the church this episode.
We did not dog the church. We dogged that lady that she got cheated on and she didn't want to add the person.
Lady. We didn't dog the church.
Okay.
Why no one?
We're not going to dog the church. Juanita.
No, Juanita.
Juanita, yeah.
Juanita?
Juanita, yeah. Juanita Bynum.
Juanita.
Yeah.
Juanita.
Yeah.
All right. So in spite of me, guys, this is Tasha Cobbs Leonard. Sierra is doing gospel now.
Nicki Minaj has one with her too.
She might as well after everybody trying to follow her prayers. She got a whole fellow. She got a whole fellowship now. Shit.
She'll be first lady.
Right. Russell Wilson never retires. We know where they're gonna go next.
To church.
Would you go to that church?
She gonna be the lady with no tights.
I don't know. Ooh, I love it. A little bit. 1,000 times. How many times?
All right, guys, and that was Tasha Cobbs Leonard.
No, it's a really good song, especially in the time that we're in. We make mistakes, and you're just like, you get down on yourself, and you have to know if you're any type of religious. It doesn't have to be like Christian, but just know there's a higher power out there, right? It's like, I've messed up. I'm not perfect, but somebody still has you. There's still somebody there. So just when you're feeling low and in those times, especially now during the holidays, you're feeling like you're alone. You don't have listen to that song. And Sierra kills it too.
All right. Well, we are gonna. I definitely want to make sure we get to Insecure. So real quick, I want to talk about things we do not care about. And in doing so, I actually want to share something I really give a fuck about because I'm fucking sad. But guys, there is a fucking cream cheese shortage out in these streets. And I need to tell you,
I don't give a fuck about a cream cheese shortage. She knows.
First off, cream cheese. Okay, she don't like anything white. So this is me caring because also I just had my lox and bagel. And that's my shit. But also, for those of you who do not know, and I have to see how they're going to do it, Krafts will pay you $20 to not make cheesecake for Christmas this year, okay?
How can I get that $20?
I'm about to tell you. Let's see if this works.
To not make cheesecake?
Listen, because the base is cream cheese.
Let's take that $20 and buy some cream cheese.
For just a few days this holiday season, a limited number of people will be able to spend $20 on a dessert and charge it to Krafts, owner of Philadelphia cream cheese. The premise: people who can't bake cheesecakes because they can't find cream cheese can get another baked good on Krafts' dime. Here's how it works. People interested in the offer can visit a special website set up by Krafts. On December 17th and 18th, up to 18,000 of them will be able to nab the right to get reimbursement for holiday treats, which, mind y'all, sorry, that was 2 days ago. They'll be able to submit receipts to the company a few weeks later. I'm sad about this because I was wondering why cream cheese was already getting up to like $6, bro. And I was like,
I didn't even check the price,
bro, because you rich. But when you go,
I know, I was like, wow, that must be nice. I be looking at the price of everything, and
I was like, oh nah, a bitch ain't spending $6-7 on no cream cheese.
But when you want something, like I have to eat the bagel with the cream cheese.
So you're not even looking because you're gonna buy it regardless.
I'm gonna buy it regardless. Yeah. No, some things I do look at, like grapes sometimes be wildin'.
No,
With like per
grapes, the
pound.
fruit,
Fruit and produce, I'm always looking
it's
at.
some bullshit.
You have to look
Always.
at. And it's like
Vegetables,
organic. So then I'm like,
yeah.
should I go organic? Nah,
I ain't gonna
go
hold
the other
you.
way.
I ain't gonna hold you. Cream cheese, that price was what it was, and I said, all right. Smoothies next week it is. No bagels, no cream cheese.
Nah, I gotta have that
I'm
bagel.
switching up my whole breakfast if I can't. Like I'm not spending $7 on cream cheese.
Another
but
one,
now
salmon, smoked salmon. I look at the price and get pissed off every time, but I still
that should
get
be
it.
$12
For one slice.
For one slice of smoked salmon. Like that's why. Look, she don't care about none of this shit. She
It's
looked at my
also
smoked salmon today and said it was
slice.
tomato. It is a slice.
It's ridiculous. It tastes
That's
so
what's even
fucking
more
good.
insulting. I'm just looking at you about the slice.
I'm
It's not
insulted
not
too.
even a real fillet.
But wait,
it's a slice.
no, it's a thin ass like paper
Yeah.
slice of salmon for
it's
$12.
disrespectful.
It's so disrespectful. It's crazy though because even going out more, me and her there's a shortage in liquor. There's a shortage in. We talked about the shortage of chicken tenders,
Yeah, and wings.
wings too. That's why
They don't have
fucking Wingstop was
oh my
giving
God, what if the
thighs.
world is ending?
I ain't gonna hold you. We there.
First of all, both of y'all.
What?
What? No, can you listen?
We're enduring a pandemic, and your indicators of the world being over is a chicken shortage and a cream cheese shortage.
Absolutely.
And
Food.
liquor.
That's the indicator, not the plague that is currently taking out thousands of people. That's not the indicator.
No.
We don't have chicken wings and cream cheese. It's the rapture. Something is wrong with y'all.
Something might be
wrong
happening.
with y'all.
I feel you, friend.
Bitch, I'm with you.
Something is
We should
wrong
go
with
garden.
y'all.
I can't really grow the garden, but you want to help me? Maybe we should make our own food.
At this point, we have to.
We
You
do
got to build
something.
underground. At this point, we have to start making a
build
bunker.
underground.
We got to make a bunker.
So y'all
bro.
about to be doomsday preppers? Y'all about to be
Because
doomsday
now that
preppers.
the cheese-
Wax is rubbing off on me.
Now that the cream cheese is going away, listen.
Cream, no, I would be. I
We're
make the dip. The dip that we had learned to make at.
So Joe taught us his.
I don't even know if he taught us. I think he just said it, and I was like, "What is it again?"
And we're gonna make
And
it.
I took the notes and started writing down
Joe
the
makes
recipe.
this fucking dip.
It's a buffalo
chicken dip.
Oh, that sounds bomb,
No,
actually.
oh, but we made it all summer 2 years ago.
I did some in the fridge right now.
Bro, so it's cream cheese, but it's a lot of cream cheese. Parmesan cheese,
No,
another cheese.
what the
mozzarella.
fuck?
Mozzarella, sorry.
That's the one your mom makes it.
Don't do this. Don't talk about my white mama because that's not how she makes it.
Wait, that is your mom. I didn't say anything about her being white. That's your mom. She
I
puts
feel like, no, mozzarella cheese does go
There
in,
was-
right?
Not for his.
What goes in his?
It's
No,
just-
not us sharing his whole recipe now.
Also, it's, yeah. I was like, wow.
I'm not
It's
gonna
a
tell you
can of
how many,
chicken.
but it's a
It's a
can
can
of
of
chicken, like tuna, but chicken, cream cheese, ranch dressing, and then
dressing,
buffalo
sauce.
Oh, well, that sounds good, actually.
And then you
It's
bake
amazing.
it, and then you put it in the oven.
Oh, I don't bake it.
Okay, well, all right. Apparently, there's different ways to do it, but it was good.
It was
we
good
tore
as
that
hell.
shit
It'd
the
be
fuck
spicy,
up.
and then you just keep eating. Damn.
Well, now you ain't gonna be able to make it, bitch, because the cream cheese is gone.
Somebody better find some cream cheese.
At this point,
Mandy will find it.
For
you go to Whole
$7,
Foods. Them white folks find.
I don't go to no
Find it.
motherfucking Whole Foods.
I'd be so mad when I gotta go to Whole Foods. I get so angry. It's the only thing I got by me.
Oh yeah, we got an expensive store by us.
We have
too,
an
and
expensive
I'd be
store
so
by
mad.
us. That shit is dumb.
I'm just like, I
That's
wanted to
why
grab 3, but the meat is so much
It's comedy.
better.
I walk in and I look at stuff and I laugh and I put it down.
Wait, that's what you.
No,
That was cute.
that was cute.
That's what
One
you do
day.
at the grocery store.
At the Jackson Park place, when I walk in that bitch and they try to charge me $12.99 for a child size portion of any sort of fish, I pick it up, I look at it, I laugh, and I put it down. And the guy who's behind the bar, the guy who's like does all the butchering, he just laughs. He'll see me and be like, "Not today," and I'm like, "No, not for this.
Not never.
Not today. Not
Thank
never."
No, but you see the difference when you buy like chicken or fish or something
Yeah.
at Whole Foods versus somewhere else, and I'm like, damn.
I mean, I've talked about this even moving from the Bronx. The fact that I have the option to get lamb chops now at my supermarket. Lamb chops weren't available in the Bronx.
I used to go to the grocery store almost every day when I was over there.
I used
and
to pay
it was-
$19.99 at Whole Foods for snapper per pound. $19.99 a pound for snapper.
Damn.
Crazy.
Yo, these are real adult conversations here on See the Thing Is podcast. We talk about the
Real adulting.
the prices of groceries.
And the shortest of cream cheese.
Now back to you, Bridget.
God.
What did you not care about this week?
I didn't care about the Can We Talk challenge. I want
Damn,
people to stop
no.
singing that fucking shit.
By
Because
the way, I did like that
because
there was
there's
a
only 3
petition.
people. There's only 3. No, I'll say 4. There's 4 people that really sang the shit out of it. Tevin Campbell is one, obviously, because it's his fucking song. Tank is 2.
Oh, girl, they got a petition to tell him
To
to
stop.
Because it's enough.
Because it's enough.
Tank. It's Tank.
Hold on.
Avery Wilson. Avery Wilson is another one. Avery Wilson bodies this record, right? And John McReynolds, who's a gospel singer.
I mean, I think
can sing it very well. Also,
I think
they're the
Tank,
only singers I've heard do it that can hit all the notes. And
Tank,
but enough is enough.
Did Tank cover it outside of the Instagram post? Because that Instagram post, he didn't hit it. Maybe he hit it 20 years ago. But the petition is for him to just
stop.
Tank, you ain't hit it either.
I want everyone to stop, because I saw then a couple people posted on like their close friends all these videos on TikTok of people thinking they were doing it. And it was bad.
Can you imagine the check this guy's getting right now? Because everyone's downloading and streaming.
I mean, he's only getting 10 cents.
If he, you got to do like
you got to do like 10.
No. Do you know how many millions are going on right now because it just went viral?
Actually, no, Money Long actually just wrote. She was like, because she was getting into it with Keisha Cole. Shout out to Money Long. I just, but she even said, she was like, you got to get 10 million streams to make $8,000 or something like that.
But when you think about it, just one TikTok will have 10 million. So probably how many of those million went and searched
because
it?
TikTok.
No, I'm saying the people that watched it, how many of them went and searched for the song after they hear it, like I do. Every time I hear a song on TikTok, I'm like, let me go get it on Apple Music or Spotify or whatever. So out of all those hundreds of millions, I'm sure 10 million looked it up and did one stream.
Oh, great. So then after he pays everyone out, he gets $400.
That's correct.
Yeah. Like, all right. All right. Well, let's get into TV. It's crazy because the last few weeks we have not been able to make it to television, but we're gonna wrap up with talking.
Do you watch Insecure?
I do.
Okay, good.
I love Insecure. I didn't watch the last episode, but it's cool. Okay, you already told me what it was.
We'll update you. Spoiler alert, because this is the episode before the last one. Series finale is coming up. Forever.
Yep. That series finale better be 2 hours long.
Bitch,
if she gives me 30 minutes, I don't go on Twitter, but I'm gonna go on Twitter.
Oh, bitch, I'm atting her. The fuck you thought this was?
Yeah,
bitch, we
real upset.
We'd have been rocking for you, and you gave us 34 minutes
to the studio
in a fucking finale. No, that shit needs to be the length of like a movie.
No, at least an hour. Give me at least an hour.
I need an hour. If you can give me an hour, I'll feel good about it.
An hour.
So this last episode was very interesting. By the way, I do like how this season they've been able to weave in and out of everyone's relationships.
Yeah.
So you've been able to see Molly with her transition from last season, and even all of her lovers being involved. Issa in not only her business woes, yes, but also her relationship, and then even Amanda Seales' character with moving and fearing postpartum again with another baby if she has it without her friends. Like, it's just been a really good weave between all of the relationships. And so, y'all, first off, I'm really upset at women yet again because I'm looking at the Twitter timeline. Issa's dilemma in this last episode is Lawrence. Mind you, Lawrence for the last 2 episodes went back to the baby mom and they decided it wasn't going to work despite him moving back to LA. And so now that he's single, he chooses to profess his love to Issa at this
Not now
party.
that he's single. Now that Issa has a whole new man.
Right. Give it to me.
That's when he wants to show up and hit her with but are you happy though? Why do y'all do that? Why do men do that shit? They wait until you in a whole new situation to circle back and spin the block and be like, oh, well,
you take that
Take that elsewhere.
It's all ego. I don't even think it's that he wants her. He might want what he's seeing that she now has, that he's able to give her, and to like stroke that ego for saying, can I still get her? Can I still break them up? And then if he did break them up and Issa was to like take the bait, they'd be done in a couple of months because it was the idea of what she now has going on that you no longer fit in.
Right.
I mean, I will say in terms of that, if you break up with a partner, to me, it's kind of what Kanye's been doing with Kim even. It's selfish.
Yeah.
Like, if someone has moved on and you know they moved on and clearly...
Has she moved on or she just having fun?
Oh, no, bitch. Who, Kim?
Yeah.
Girl, Kim went to the attorneys and said, I want to be...
Oh no! I mean, moved on as like with someone else.
I mean, I think you can move. I think you can move on without someone else.
And I hope she is because she went through enough shit and she tried to.
That's right.
Bagged her man for president.
Well, and that's what I'm saying. Like, you have Issa who has battled with whether she's moved on or not, but now you could tell she's not flashing back anymore, which goddamn was fucking confusing.
That was weird.
This season. The flashbacks were getting me, but. You see that now they're actually looking for an apartment and really looking, and she's apologized and they've had the conversation about saying the word love to each other. And you see that you know, they're going somewhere. Now, the audience, for whatever reason, does not like her with Nathan.
I don't like him either with
Really?
her.
I like them.
No, I don't like them.
I think he's the only person she has chemistry with.
I don't even see chemistry. I feel like it's so flat and boring.
No, they crack jokes with each. Like she'll crack a joke or he'll make
but
fun
they're
of.
not
Like,
even funny. They laugh. No one else laughs.
I know, but they're corny though.
Yeah, they're corny.
They're corny.
It's
so
really
so it works for them. Like
Jokes are corny.
I just feel awkward watching them. You ever feel
there
like
was
awkward?
nobody else that she's been with that I felt like was really a match. Even Lawrence, I never saw that as like making sense.
Well, and spoiler alert, yet again, he gets kind of, Nathan is standing there while Lawrence is looking at Issa like, I love you, and asking her, but are you happy though? And clearly they get into a scuffle, and I kind of wanted to have that conversation with you guys. A, if that's ever happened to you guys where men have fought over you.
No.
But also your thoughts on going back to somebody after maybe your trajectory didn't work out in terms of moving to another city, which is what we saw Lawrence do.
Yeah.
He was willing to live however he wanted his life to be, took the breakup fine, and now that he's not the father, he moved back to LA for work. Him
He's
and
not the
condolences
father.
didn't work out. No, he didn't choose to co-parent together because they tried.
Right,
and
right.
now that all of that's flat and he's back in LA and maybe he's just lonely, now he wants to go back
That's
to
all
Issa.
it is. That's all it is. He lost everything he had, and now he's looking at her with something, and now it's like, oh, I want that old thing back because it looks like you're doing good. I want to be in Nathan's spot.
I don't know
also
why y'all
think
cheer
there's-
on toxicity.
I also think there's a difference because a lot of the women on my feed were like, well, it's just so nice that he's fighting for her.
You know what?
Wait,
He can, but you don't have to do it as disrespectful as that. You could have sent an email. You could have sent a
Not an
message.
email.
You know what I'm
This
saying?
bitch sent an
If you
email.
really
You are
felt
so
like you
corporate.
needed to
Well,
say
because
it,
he started the conversation with, why did you call me a month ago? Sir, is this about me or is this about you?
Ooh.
Why did I? Because her response was, it was a mistake. It was a mistake like you didn't mean to, or it was a mistake like...
She said I shouldn't have done
She
it.
said I shouldn't have. I called you on purpose and I realized it was a mistake. I should
Right.
not have done it.
and I left it alone.
At that point, that should have been his cue to be like,
Yep.
all right, well, look, there was some shit that I wanted to get off my chest. That's about you. You don't want to be back with her because you miss her. Because if that was the case, you would have called her back the next day and the next day after that and the
Yep.
next day after that.
Oh,
Right.
You didn't do that. You
Valid.
didn't do that.
Seeing
You
her with
waited.
Nathan.
You just seeing her with Nathan now. You see her moved on. She's happy. She's glowing.
Which,
They-
by the way, the passive aggressive argument about the barbecue.
But that's
that gave
men.
me life.
That's men.
It gave me life. It's me.
That's men.
It's
I
me.
can't wait to
all the
watch it
way.
tonight.
It's me. I'm passive aggressive.
Yeah, it's just,
hate
it's
it. I'm
really, I hate passive aggression. I hate it with a
That's-
passion.
Oh, I just do it on
hate
the mic. In
I hate it.
person with my friendships, I don't do it.
No,
but I'm gonna be
my
passive
fiance
aggressive on
does
this
it, and it
mic.
drives me crazy.
Yeah, no.
Because he's like, I didn't do nothing. I didn't do nothing. All right, I'm gonna show you what nothing is.
All right,
Right.
snapped. All right.
Snapped.
Oh, there's some snapping there.
Yeah.
Therapy works wonders.
Yeah. No, it does. It really does. No, I
Therapy
really
be saving y'all asses, and y'all don't even know it.
I
we
really
know it.
Yeah, I really feel like at this like at this stage in life, a man fighting for you is not what it's cracked up to be because the intentions are they're so cloudy. Like it's not like fighting for. Don't fight for me. Fight for the relationship if that's really what you want. Because fighting for me is just an ego stroke for you.
Right.
You just wanting access to me it doesn't really hold any weight because it's gonna
all access.
It's all access. You just want access to me.
And once they enter, they're gonna come right back out. They're leaving that door open to leave.
Well, not even just leave. They'll just entertain the amount of access that you allow them, and they'll do whatever else they're gonna do on the outside of that.
But I don't think this is for everyone because we can't make a blanketed statement. I don't think we are. But there are some men that really, there's some relationships like, yeah, yes, fight for her. Yes, you know, you might have broke up, you might have made a mistake, and go for it. If you truly feel like you have gotten the help that you need, if you truly feel you would never do that again, blah, blah, blah. Yes, fight for your relationship, like you said, for that marriage, for that family. But outside of that, recognize that if you're doing it for ego, leave her alone. You're literally hurting a person you claim to love.
To be fair, I don't think that men distinguish when they're doing something out of pride and ego.
Therapy.
They
have to get to know themselves.
Yeah, but a lot of, I feel like maybe it has a bit of entitlement to it, but I don't think that there's ever them believing they're acting out of their pride or ego. It may be out of, no, this is what I want, this is what I deserve, but I don't think they subconsciously know that it's based on how they feel and has really nothing to do with the
They
other
have
person.
to be very in
sometimes.
touch with who they are and their feelings and their emotions.
But
to
I
know
also
it's
think,
ego.
and women do this too, we get advice from our friends that we should not be applying to real life.
Wait,
no,
what
because
what do you mean?
Because Lawrence's homie was like, well, that couldn't have been me. I would have done X, Y, and Z. I would have fought for my girl. I would have done da 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 da.
He did say that.
And it's like, that may not be Lawrence. That may not be Lawrence's ministry.
Right.
Like, that may not be his walk. You know what I'm saying? Like, which is totally fine.
Even like Carla, I would never call the other woman, but she would. Like,
but you see what I'm saying? It's like
Okay.
when you're giving advice to a person, right? And it's something I've had to work on too. I remove I could never do that. I would never. You're better than me because I would never. And it's like, it sounds good in theory, but also what may work for you doesn't necessarily work for the other person.
I talked about this on a podcast and on live. Everything I have ever in my life judged happened to me. And everything I said I would not do, I did.
Really?
Yes. I used to, growing up and being a very strict Hispanic family, teenage pregnancies, they were whores.
Wow.
If you were pregnant as a teenager, you were a whore. Here I was 17 pregnant.
Wow.
You know, I have judged women for being cheated on. I would never. My mother was getting cheated on. Like, me get cheated on? Yeah, the fuck right. Dumb bitch, dumb bitch, dumb bitch. Got cheated on. I was a dumb bitch. And I stayed.
Wow.
You know, there's so many things physical. Like,
I mean, even
if
that,
you get physical with me, I'm walking away.
what
And
you
I've
just
been
said
physical
too.
with people, and I have stayed.
Wow.
So it's like,
and
stop.
you were exerting
You?
abuse.
Shut up.
I mean,
what is your
I'm
next
just saying,
segment?
on the next TV show.
No, I mean, but we've had a lot of those.
we've had this conversation in public.
Yeah, we've had a lot of those talks.
No,
Like,
I do.
we
I
be beating
think
niggas' asses.
I think there's something to be said about too, like letting somebody be a battery in your pack. Like,
Ooh, speak on it.
I think for Lawrence, his homie was the battery in his pack.
Which
I don't
one said
think,
that? Which one of his homies? Just a random one?
Light skinned Chad.
Yeah, the light skin
Oh,
one.
okay.
Who, by the way, is comedy. He's pure comedy.
He is.
He's actually one of the funniest people on the show. Him and Natasha Rothwell, the girl who plays Kelly.
Yes.
Oh, Kelly is
hel-
funny.
she's
They're the best.
hilarious.
They're the best characters on the
She's
show.
hilarious.
But yeah, he was the one looking at Lawrence like, I mean, you didn't say nothing.
I ain't
Like,
gonna lie.
you didn't try to fight. Like, you didn't do. Like, at that point, you making him feel, you challenging him. He wouldn't have even thought to do that. That wasn't even
So
on
he
his
shouldn't have
mind.
done that.
He was gonna not go because Issa was gonna be there. That's not how you move when you want somebody back.
Well, and that was my point. I'm so glad you even said that. That was my point. When you have all this energy now for Issa to express your love for her, but you legit weren't trying to even be there because Issa was going to be there. So which one is it?
And your homie had to look at you like you were
you
crazy.
had her number this whole time.
No.
You could have called, asked to meet up outside of making it a spectacle.
Why did
in
you
front
call
of
me?
everybody.
Why
I
did you
can
call
see
me
how you
last
have
month?
that feeling, right? Maybe he sees her and he sees her with Nathan, and it's like, you know, when you kind of like lose that breath, like I really want that, but then you have to be an adult in our age to be like, you know what, this is a temporary feeling. I gotta let that go. This is a selfish
I ain't
feeling.
gonna
Let me
hold
let
you.
that go.
I ain't gonna hold you. So the episode leaves off with her just standing there stuck on stupid. I'm curious if the last episode doesn't start with seeing which one she runs after.
Oh, like
Does
that
she
little
go-
thing when
does
the
she-
kid and
does
the kid runs one way or
Does
the other.
Does she go for
Because
Lawrence?
they both went to the opposite
they went
directions.
opposite directions. So thinking of maybe how the next episode is, because she has that history with Lawrence, and because she's been having all these flashbacks while being with Nathan, I wonder if we get to see who she goes to console first.
She better not chase
Bitch,
Lawrence
she
stupid
chases
ass.
Lawrence. And you know what? The fact that
It
y'all
could.
wait, all the women on Twitter are a part of this Lawrence hive, and this is why
it would be a cute love story, but
no, it won't. He was
it's
broke,
gonna
got a
end-
whole nother. Y'all just told me not to get with a man until the baby past 3. He got a whole newborn, and y'all want Issa to be with him.
but they've.
I don't.
See,
It's because it's a show, and it
yeah.
ends after next episode.
ends
so
after next
so her
episode,
heart
so
won't be broken no more.
You see how she a hypocrite?
It just ends,
No,
you know.
bro.
But if it was a
No,
friend,
bro.
I probably would say like, don't go back there.
What else are y'all watching on TV before we wrap up out?
Yellow Jackets on Showtime is a fire show. It's about this girl's soccer team that survives a plane crash. In like the wilderness, and they're in the wilderness for like over a year, and now like as adult women, they're being stalked by somebody, presumably somebody else that survived on the team with them. And the whole point is to try to figure out like what actually happened, because obviously not all of them survived, not all of them made it back. So it's like a suspense thriller kind of show.
I need to
But
show.
it's really Christina Ricci is in it. It's creepy, but it's good.
Okay.
Dexter, you watching Dexter New Blood, right?
I
love Dexter.
So here's the thing.
Love
Dexter New Blood is fire.
I never enjoyed murder. Like, it's like, kill him.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
binge it. I'm gonna binge it over the holidays.
Dexter?
I have no
Yeah.
Christmas holiday plans. I plan to just
a lot of
disconnect and not do work. Well, no,
Yeah,
I've watched Dexter the entire season. The fact that it's back, there's a new Dexter.
Oh,
that's
the
out
new
now.
Dexter.
The new Dexter.
Oh, you're gonna binge that one. I'm thinking you're gonna binge
No, the new one.
Dexter.
I've watched all of Dexter. I love it.
No, the new one's fire.
The new one is fire. I want to watch that. I've been stuck on Manifest on Netflix.
Manifest is good.
It's just
It's
good.
good.
I thought I got through the first 2 episodes and I was like, this is too.
No. Keep watching. It's good.
It's good.
But then it drags on a little bit.
It does drag. I finished Big Mouth,
Yes.
which by the way, just amazing.
Mandy loves Big Mouth.
Like,
Mandy's gonna get a voiceover on Big Mouth.
I'm
hoping we're manifesting it.
If not, I'm gonna create my own cartoon just like it and call it Small Mouth because fuck you bitches. But
Bigger Mouth.
Bigger Mouth.
It should be Bigger Mouth.
Because I was like, small. That doesn't
In
quite go with
this
you.
mouth,
No.
okay? No, I just
Or
love
Loud
that.
Mouth.
Loud mouth.
All right. All right. The fact that y'all are just kicking about, I don't like it. I'm trying to think if there's any. Oh, by the way, I did also just see it. If you haven't yet, give me the name of it. Orange something. The doc about Nickelodeon.
Oh, The Orange Years on Hulu. It's about Nickelodeon. It's brilliant.
I love Nickelodeon.
It is
Brilliant.
brilliant.
Yeah.
It shows you the growth and like how they were told no and created their own lane of things and how they were able to bring it to Universal Studios
And
in
it was
Orlando.
That was
Run.
because Nickelodeon is us. Like it's
It was
we've been going
run.
to Nickelodeon
It was
since
run and led by a woman, which
By
I think
a
is
woman.
fire.
Get the fuck out of
Yes.
here.
The whole
All
time.
that, like all that and all
The
that.
whole time.
Yes.
Was a woman.
The whole
Coming
time.
up with orange as the main color. That was also
I'm gonna watch
the
it.
people that designed the Nickelodeon logo also designed the MTV logo.
Yes. Yes.
Nickelodeon is it's like that's
Yeah.
you
A
just see it
staple.
and you
And
know
so
it.
they go through all the different shows that weren't greenlit anywhere else, and they took a risk on it, and so they were able to create their own ecosystem of shows. And then
Yeah, it's great.
of course you see also the demise of it, because then it became just this large corporation where all the toys were happening
Merch.
and so
Yeah.
it took away from the just
They closed Nickelodeon Studios down
in Orlando, and it was just really 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 good to see.
Did you ever do slime?
No, I never did the slime.
No.
First off, I was always a bougie bitch, and I used to get my hair done. Like really, seriously. I used to do the little bantu knots, bitch. This is a quick weave now. I was doing all of that. My cousin Camelia used to try everything out on my hair. So no, you thought I was going to get fucking slimed on? No.
It was fun.
Sorry.
Emily in Paris is coming back next week. Or this
I've
week.
never
I don't
seen that.
watch
What
Emily
is
in
It's
Emily?
very
Paris?
white, but it's a really good
Yeah,
show. It's like really good.
Well, now that you started with It's Very White, I don't think
No,
I'll
but
watch
it's
it.
very Prada. What's it called? The Devil Wears Prada.
I like Devil Wears Prada.
So and that's white
It's
as
a good
hell.
show. It's white as hell.
So
a good
I'm
movie.
sure you've watched
It's a good
Devil
film.
Wears Prada.
No.
Huh? Yeah.
Slutty version?
Yeah,
Sounds good.
Emily in
See,
Paris.
that's
It's really
how-
good. Try
That's
it.
how you should have sold it. The slutty version. I'll watch that now. Let me see some action.
No, Emily in Paris is good. Watch it.
Okay.
You'll
I'll
like
check it out.
It's the other half.
Well, we're going to get on up out of here.
What are we getting out of here too, sis?
Well, before we get out of here, I want to let all of you guys know, and I want to thank you guys. I want to give a real quick shout out to Soup, to Barry, to all of the people in the Discord from our Patreon. Y'all support us, but also y'all show up on Zoom. And we didn't get to talk
we
about
didn't get to
Barry's.
talk about my 14 rules of love, Barry, but I got you.
We gonna talk about that. Also, Trev be coming for all the people in whatchamacallit. Also, shout out Cammie. These are just a few of our patrons. They're on the Discord and they chat with us and chat with each other. So if you guys haven't yet, go on over to patreon.com/see the thing is pod and support us. We give you bonus content over there. This week's bonus episode, I believe, features India Shawn.
Yes.
If I'm not mistaken. So India Shawn.
fabulous India Shawn.
Yes. The fabulous, the wonderful R&B artist India Shawn, who sat with Bridget Kelly while we were out in LA.
Yes.
And then we also have some other ones. We have Dorian from Butterskin. We also
Yes.
have Estelle and Ye Ali coming up on bonus content. So make sure you guys go on over again to patreon.com. Carla, what you got going on, sis?
Girl, I got so much going on.
Go ahead and run it down, baby.
Run it down. Tell us
We
what to
have-
listen to, where to follow you.
What to listen to.
Yes.
Some gospel music, especially during this Christmas time. I need it. No, I have, been going with idea launches in my company. So podcasting is one of the things that I'm passionate about. I love being around it. And I know, like you said, that not everyone's a celebrity. Not everybody has a network backing, but you love it and you have businesses and you want to find a way to grow it and have that community, because without a community, you can't do it. You guys have a room here full of 5 people and most people do it alone at home. So I have a membership. It's a subscription. It's called Elite Podcast Society. So you can go to elitepodcastsociety.com and basically for $47 a month, we meet every month. And we have different ways of helping you grow and be consistent and learn from some experts in the field of podcasting. That way you can feel motivated and really know what the fuck you're doing in the space and build enough momentum so someone else can notice you. So you can start monetizing that right away, because I monetized mine within 3 months of starting it. I didn't have more than 500 downloads.
Wow.
And I quit within 8 months, my corporate job, and then ended up here a year and a half later in New York. So, and this is me coming from Disney World.
Wow.
Right?
Calm down.
So
don't shit on
Talk your
ourselves.
shit.
that's what they say, you know.
Me coming from Disney World.
Literally,
talk
like,
your shit.
we don't have media. So
We don't. I mean,
don't come from media.
that's a hard thing, I think, for podcasters, like to collab. Like you may have to invest in. Reach out to people. Like we talked about going to LA just to get other guests, and
that's literally what we're
Atlanta
doing
and
now.
New
You
York.
have hundreds of people that look like you, sound like you, have the same interests as you. I don't shy away from the fact that I do work with Black and brown people. That has been my course all along. That has been my teachings. Because when I started in the space, there was no one that looked like me, sound like me, that could help me, or want to help me, or that I can afford. I was like, I got to sell my firstborn to be able to podcast. What the fuck? I can't do that. So that makes it even better when they're learning about each other every single week, and they become friends and they start collaborating. They do podcasts together, like they do events together. My students have thrown live shows that they sell out here in New York.
Yeah, Wax would come over, and 2-3 years ago, Carla and I would be sitting in my living room. You think I'm obsessed now with work? Our day of fun would be like, all right, we're going to learn some new tricks on Canva.
Literally.
Tell me how you make yours. Show me the tricks that you know on Canva. We would pull up Audacity and all of
all
these.
day.
We would be
coffee. Where we drinking coffee, eating breakfast with our computers.
On our laptops, and I would show her the tricks that I know on Audacity, GarageBand. We would look up different equipment. She would be like, well, here's a mixer, XLR,
and
USB.
she kept going, with, being talent and still knowing how to do the background. I fell in love with the production behind it. I'm seeing there is so much money outside of the microphone.
There is
way more money, actually. If you hear me, way more money outside of this microphone in this podcasting space. But you don't have to be just one person in it. You can be on the mic. You can be behind the scenes. You can be a president of some company. You can create all of these different lanes within the podcasting space. If you start off being on the mic, it's a great way of knowing what that looks like and what that sounds like, and then building from there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So y'all make sure y'all check all of those links out. May, go ahead and put all that shit in the description of this episode.
Yes.
I know it's a lot.
May know.
I also want to get out by first off telling you guys Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays.
Please stay safe.
Stay home.
Stay safe, stay home, stay healthy. I'm definitely going home to lay down.
And of course, that's how we got to get out this.
I hope Santa Claus brings you all your gifts.
Yes! This is the best Christmas song ever!
It's the only Christmas song.
The only Christmas song.
I want to thank all of you guys for constantly supporting us. We rolling here in season 2. Definitely enjoy the holidays, but wait, guys, also mask up. Be safe. Omarion is out here getting all of us ice boxes where our hearts used to be. And so be safe, mask up, and if you're sick, please stay away from your family and friends.
Yeah.
All right.
Love y'all.
Love you guys.
And we'll see you after the holiday.
Thank you guys.
Bye.
It's me.
Oh, no.
You.
Oh, dear.
Hey. Bye, guys.
This just, it's like you smell pine tree.
Yeah. You just get happy. Just get happy.
Good.